Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Walk-In. This is your host, Hot Sauce Tuna Sandwich, a.k.a. Victor Futrell. Sitting to my right is the professional, since he doesn't want to talk today.
So, what you mean? We just got started. It's the professional. Okay.
Strong.
Back.
Bang.
Zaddy.
And across me is the always beautiful, always lovely Katie Sadiq.
Hey.
What the
Hey, guys. How's it going? It's
check.
your girl, HBK.
Check all the octaves.
Me. Yes, me. And me, your favorite rich white woman is in the house.
Favorite rich white woman. And this guy also, like most of our guests, don't need an introduction. Probably one of my favorite bartenders ever in Nashville, who served me a many of drinks, and probably most of you listening. Stephen Combs.
Hello.
How you doing, dude?
No, I don't think I ever knew your last name.
Yeah, Coom.
Combs. I said Combs, but my bad.
Cool.
Coom.
Bye, my lord.
And that's my entire childhood right there.
That's funny.
So, I guess I'll start off with you, Steve, and just ask how was your work week, man? Because I know me and Katie, our job was closed for almost a week. So,
Well, I actually was not scheduled to work during the snowstorm.
hell yeah.
So I got lucky, and my girlfriend, the stuff that she was supposed to work also got canceled. So we had a little mini quarantine again, which was kind of nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
But everybody else got really worn out. So I pulled a double yesterday so that people could get a day off. I forgot the fact that it's playoffs. So it was a very busy double yesterday.
Yeah.
yeah.
But, more money than I woke up with, so it was
right.
good.
That's always like the goal, right? To leave with more money than you came in with.
Yep.
What about you, Clay? Because you worked, right?
Fuck no.
Oh, you didn't?
I mean, kind of. We had us off the opening Wednesday night right before the storm. And then I got called off, what was that, Thursday? They want to say Katie came and picked me up in that big-ass truck and took me to Kroger.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude. So I missed
But
all
that
of
shit
the
was
snow.
like floating on fucking...
My truck is a fucking flex.
God
I was
damn.
like, what in the fuck is this?
That's what trucks are for, right? For like.
Bruh.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, and I have like those like terrain tires too.
Bruh, it was
So my
like,
shit was like literally just like on ice,
just
just
like
like
regular fucking streets.
yeah.
So like your shit won't like your shit
Bro,
was
I
fucking.
got rear-wheel drive.
Oh,
I
your car's rear wheel drive also.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
man.
wasn't pulling that bitch out that fucking hill. Hell
I
no.
slick almost wanted to fucking work for like Lyft and Uber
Man.
just for that night.
You would've made
You would've
Just to
made a
roll in
killing.
some fucking money, like who needs to be picked up, dropped off where I got you. Let's go.
You could have just did
or
hood
towed.
Uber. You just
Or-
been like, who need a ride? Charge you some money.
You could have been towing motherfuckers too, probably.
Yes, I have the fucking like.
You got a hitch back there, don't
Yeah, I
you?
got the
Yeah,
hitch.
she
I
got
got
one
the
on the front
ball
and the back.
the front. I can pull you out. What's up?
Yeah, but no.
Come on, Snowmageddon, bring it on. I'm ready for the
yeah.
next one.
Snowmageddon.
Worked Wednesday night, got Uber to Kroger.
Got Katie to Kroger.
I did. Yeah, I got catered to
You got
Kroger.
Coopered.
Bro, I
Kroger.
stayed at home that day that it snowed, and I ate shrooms and played Resident Evil.
All right, that sounds like a good time.
That shit was a trip.
Yeah, I
I
missed.
can only play it during the day,
That
though.
sounds like it could go either way. That could be a good time or really scary.
I was-
Really terrified.
I was fucking shit up.
I actually bought groceries in Knoxville before I came, just because we had like saw like a few pictures from like where the fucking cupboards were looking bare again here.
Bruh.
So we stopped at the grocery store in Knoxville. We bought some like Rubbermaid tubs, put all our groceries in that, so that way we could just leave it in the back of the truck.
Smart.
Smart.
A, it stayed cold. B, it stayed covered. It was just like overall like ideal, just so we could like have groceries, because I was like, I would be pissed if I got here, especially with my 10-year-old who's a fucking monster in the fucking like kitchen anyway.
Yeah, motherfuckers like raided the grocery stores like we were about to be stuck in the house for a month.
Yeah.
Like people never just go in and grab what they need. They just
They grab everything.
fucking right for no reason.
I got some mad because Thursday we had like enough food and stuff, but it was stuff like, well, we're stuck at home, we need some beer, like. And there's like a few other odds and ends. So after almost destroying my car getting out of the neighborhood, I finally made it to Kroger. at 3:59, and they closed at 4.
That's what I should have did for people. I should have did liquor runs.
I got there and I was like, "You got to be shitting me!" Yeah. I was like all ready, and so I went to the Quick Mart and bought $75 worth of beer, sodas, and cigarettes because I didn't know when we were gonna get
that sounds like a good thing. You know?
This is the first
I
time
bought 5 bottles of Miomi and a bottle of Fortaleza.
Yeah, this is the first time I didn't drink stuck in the house for 2 days.
I still have 3 bottles.
I missed all of that, man. I was
you in the sun.
Yeah, I was in the sun. I was in Florida.
Fuck Vic and his tan. I'm pissed.
Is he tan? Yeah, you a little
He's
red.
sun kissed. He is sun kissed. He's over there fucking like rosy, like cheeks and like got a little red. I'm just fucking pissed.
He needed that shit. Walking around here looking like Steve.
Fuck you, first and foremost.
I'm just having
first off, fuck you. What's wrong with looking like Steve?
Fuck.
You know what? Cheers to that, man. Cheers to everybody making it through Snowmageddon.
Yeah, you weren't even here.
I wasn't even here for it at all.
Well, then you made it through.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Here we go again.
Tastes delicious.
Omicron in the car.
You said Omicron in the car?
Omicron in the car. Fuck no, I hope not.
All right, so Steve, man, let's get after it, man. What do you think about
the hot topic of the day?
The hot topic of the day. That is before we dig into it. What do you think about what happened at Rebar, man? Because that just happened. It's so fresh. It just happened today.
Oh wait, I only heard bits and pieces of this. What was it? The owner jumped on the mic.
I don't know if she jumped on the mic.
Just told the DJ.
She told the DJ to stop playing that type of music because there's too many black people on the dance floor.
Stop playing that nigger music.
I didn't know she dropped the
she
ER.
dropped the hard ER, man.
So, this is funny because I was just talking about this last night.
You just talking about nigger music?
Yes. I prefer the term race music. And, well, no, I've worked at a bar that to this day that bar still doesn't have any hip hop or rap on it, and barely any R&B. And the owner's idea was, I think, they don't want to get that element. And the point that I was making, I was like, hip hop and rap, R&B are huge in this country. And black people make up 12 to 13% of this country. So who's listening to all this music? White people.
Yeah, true that.
And you hear it in everything else. Rock music, country music, it's all pulling from that now. I mean, most country now sounds like hip hop with like a twang, like
Florida Georgia line?
Yeah. And so
thank you, Nelly.
The idea of
I'm going to go ahead and quote the post that was on Instagram. I walked out of my DJ set tonight, mid-set, because the owner of the club said, "There's too many black people in here, and to stop playing nigger music. I'm half black and do not support racism."
Damn, Ron.
I heard the staff walked out too, right?
Did they?
I don't know. This was just sent to me from Vic, and I mean, I don't know any background. I just know for somebody to go on social media and post that it has to be factual.
I mean, and it's because somebody's mad to actually put it up there. They have to be pretty pissed
unless
off.
you just kind of self-sabotage yourself. I mean, because that could have a huge backlash. So I don't see somebody just blatantly going on social media and in that aspect, just trying to lie about something. I
mean, but that bar's always been kind of
I don't know.
Weird.
I don't go to Midtown.
I used to back in the day.
Me too.
Hell yeah. Shake it.
So Rebar was the shit. Was the shadier part. I always felt like going in there.
I used to go to Rebar all the time, man. I used to.
I didn't say I didn't go there. I just said it was one of the But I feel like it's right now we're at a point in this country where I feel like people just feel so brazen to just say stuff like that. And you know what? They probably will have supporters.
They're definitely Rebars. I mean, it probably won't be black people, but
there's no consequences.
But I just don't think, as a business standpoint, I don't see how that was even a smart business move. Come on, man, America's really weird right now, especially with cancel culture and racism and your own thoughts and shit like that. I mean, as a business owner, man, you could have said that shit under your breath to yourself in the bathroom alone.
Yeah,
but
or you could have said, "Hey DJ, could you play more of this kind of music?"
Man,
could you play? I don't know what you would play.
Can we do more top 40?
Or if you really want to kill the fucking vibe and kill your fucking business that night, then yeah, do that. I mean, but if you're making a profit off of it, I don't understand. Are you that disgruntled?
I mean, a nigga's that more that detrimental to your business. I mean, it seems the more bodies in there would be more money.
Pretty sure they're keeping the fucking lights on.
Pretty sure, and then we're still going there when Rebar was getting hit with all those fucking noise ordinances from the fucking apartments that they built behind it, man. And people were spending money there weekly.
How do you dance to country music?
You two-step.
1 and 2 and 3.
Is there
and
room
4,
in Rebar to do
and
that?
2
Man,
and
you
3.
do-see the fuck do. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Is there room in there to
Yeah,
do
they
that?
got a patio.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, I don't think they're gonna line dance in there.
No, that bitch about to be looking like goddamn 3 Crow in about 2
I mean,
weeks.
man, I'm telling you.
even then, so
Ain't
like
nobody gonna be in there.
line dance, a majority of majority of the songs that
Yeah.
get played at like fucking like places to line dance.
Wild Horse Saloon downtown.
I mean, everything still has a little bop to it.
I mean, even
we
the,
should-
the,
we
the
should
American
go-
Legion is cool on
should go do
Tuesdays.
some
Honky Tonk
fucking-
Tuesdays is
Oh,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
We should
cool.
go line dancing. We should go take a
We
class.
should go to Honky Tonk Tuesdays at the American Legion. That
I
shit
want to
is-
go do it in Wild Horse. I'm gonna go get.
You
some
got to
nice-
babysit on Tuesday, so you better stop making plans on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I do have to babysit. But
You got to babysit.
well, since we got a shot in here, man, I guess we can comfortably say fuck Rebar.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
Yeah, fuck Rebar.
I was almost done with cancel culture, but you know, I'm about to cancel Rebar and
I mean, I
Rebar
hate
at the
to-
and Rebar at the dam.
I hate to sound like a corporate restaurant guy, but I was always told the most expensive thing at any bar or restaurant is an empty seat.
Man, ain't that the truth?
And if that's how they want to play it, like, good luck.
See, like, I was talking to Katie. I was like, man, maybe like all the black people should go to Rebar and just order water and just sit around for a while and just like
Just tip your bartenders in cash.
tip your bartenders in cash and order water and like
Just sit
they're
there.
at capacity. Like enough black people do it that you're at capacity and can't let anybody else in.
What we gonna do? Have a sit in?
I mean, I guess it would be.
I would say like you just grab a sit in.
I pretty much did, didn't I?
I don't like crossing the river. I'm not gonna
Just saying, man, we got enough power.
go and even entertain that shit. Fuck that.
But we got enough power to really like hurt people in their pockets, man. I think
The
like
power is just not to show up.
or to show up and be like, this are the people that you like shunned, and we're not spending any money in your space, but it's not illegal
Or
for us to
actually
be
just
here
go and
drinking
show
water.
up. No, fuck that. Show up at the bars surrounding their asses and make them some fucking money.
Man,
Yeah.
true that. But like, are the bars around there not of the same?
I'm going to Kung
mindset?
Fu because I'm gonna go. I'll go fuck
Yeah.
somebody up on some Pac-Man and some skee ball and some basketball. What's up? Let's go.
I like
competition. Let's
I
go.
still go to Red Door over there.
I like Red Door. I like Mojo too.
And,
I get down with Mojo.
I still go holler at my boy Aaron over there at Slaughterhouse.
I still love the
Aaron
sliders.
Selby?
Hey, Ron, Big Aaron,
Yeah,
the one that be working at Chewy's too.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's-
know Aaron.
he's
Steve,
still
you're
over
you're a Chewy's dude, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I accidentally fell into bartending.
there. Accidentally. Like, oops.
So let's go into that, man. Steve, how did you start off bartending, man? What's your experience like, man?
Fuck Rebar. Sorry. sorry.
What's her name? Rhonda? Fuck you, Rhonda.
I'm calling it free bar from now on.
Free bar
Free ball.
No,
with like shackles on hands when they just
we make t-shirts. Free bar at
Oh
last.
God.
free bar at last.
Free bar at last. I hate y'all. Free bar at last.
Free bar at last.
I got
yeah.
a merch guy working on it right now.
Hell yeah, it's happening.
Do it.
No, I worked in restaurants as a kid. Like in high school, I was flipping burgers at like a baseball field when I was 12. I worked in a nice Italian restaurant as an essay and whatnot. So I started off working in restaurants and worked them like on and off all through college. And then I decided to try to do the corporate shirt and tie thing.
How did that work?
I was really good at it.
Hell yeah.
It's not in any way rewarding. I mean, it's like, cool, I got a benefit package and a 401k, and I'm really good at pushing these papers. But the other day, I'm just pushing papers. I didn't actually really enjoy the work. I was just good at it. And then I went through a couple jobs like that, and then I kind of fell back into serving because I was like, I need money and I need it now. I got
Yeah.
a job at Pie in the Sky over in Midtown. I was still there with Jamie White.
Oh,
he was
shit.
bartending there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just happened to be walking home one day, and because I lived over in Midtown at that point in time, and there was a guy doing interviews for Chewy's, and I got hired on there. And it was fun, you know. I had like 4 different jobs there. I was like an expo, I was a server, I was a trainer, I did cocktailing. I had like 4 different logins whenever I clocked in. And it just wasn't paying the bills, so I got a side job at Red Door just because I knew the staff there from going there after work.
Yeah. Midtown or East?
Midtown.
Okay.
Because we get off work and they used to do, back then it was like 3 nights a week. There were 2-for-1s. And so we go over there.
Yes, it was.
Zany, Wayne's wife, was working there at the time.
Oh, yeah.
She was still doing she was one of the few who did the brew house and Red Door before they made the rule that you couldn't do that. But she was like, we need a door guy. And I was like, cool. It's like 4 nights a week I was working the door. And the new bar manager at Chewy's was like, hey, can you start picking up some bar shifts? And I was like, sure, man, that'd be cool. And like the day that I was supposed to work my first shift, I'm like sitting there reading the recipe book, and he's like, you bartended before, right? And I was like, no. He's like, you work at Red Door, and I was like, you think if I bartended at Red Door, I would still be working at Chewy's? No, I work the door, man.
Were you working the door?
Yeah.
So I guarantee
that was like 12 years ago.
I guarantee you probably checked my ID of me coming into Red Door.
Midtown.
Yeah.
That was like old Red Door. That's back when Red Door was tiny.
Yeah.
It was like the same size as East. It was just like the old Codgers. It's still that building in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like before the expansion, back when Billy Wayne was still working days over there. Rest in peace. Like it was.
Oh, you talking about before they knocked out that wall and all that?
Yeah, before they doubled and then tripled, and I think they're going to do another expansion.
Really?
It's like
Got that whole parking lot.
Yeah, Red Door is becoming like Six Flags over Midtown, man. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I mean, I think it's probably one of the best bars in Midtown, in my opinion. I mean,
that's the only one. I'll go there and Brew House.
That and Brew House. Those are my 2 over there. I used to like going to Blue Bar.
Man.
R.I.P.
I know, man.
We met fucking Seth. Who was it? Seth
Green.
Seth Green. Little dude.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody played pool with him. I took shots of Jameson with him.
Playing pool.
Yeah.
He's a little motherfucker.
He's a little guy.
I used to go over there with Katie, who works at Batter's Box.
Okay.
We would go over there after Monday night shifts, and we would go to the little back bar they had there.
Where the pool tables at? Yeah.
We would hang out in there. No, it was a good time.
I mean, like Blue Bar is one of those places. Like, if you wanted to go in the fuckery, you just had to walk through like a set of double doors, and you could go be in the dance part. But like, if you wanted to chill, like
for sure,
like that back area, and then they had the little added on patio area outside,
and
smoking deck.
TVs.
Yeah,
that's cool. Where I first met Blaine.
Really?
Yeah, he's real big on cigars, and every time I walked in there, he's fucking in a goddamn suit with a cigar in his mouth, looking like a pimp.
Yeah, I miss Blue Bar. But no, that's how I fell into bartending, and then I actually had really good shifts there. I had some day shifts. The day shifts were early because I had to batch everything. So like when it's like 8 a.m, you're not through your first cup of coffee, and you're pouring like 5 bottles of tequila and 3 bottles of triple sec into a huge vat. It's oof.
Bro.
But I got tip out. I had good regulars. I still got the lunch rush. It was like good money. I never bartended the weekends. On the weekends, I was like, I'll be in the well. I don't want to talk to these people. I want to be in the well. I make the same 7 drinks over and over all night long. Yeah,
how was Chewy's? How was Chewy's on the weekend?
How
was Chewy's on the weekend?
Midtowny, but like, because at this point in time, this is like 2011, 2012. Right?
This is before like all the good restaurants that came in started taking away from chain restaurants.
Well, this is before Midtown became Diet Downtown. Which it kind of is now. Like, it's just touristy in Midtown now as it is downtown. There's just less street traffic.
It's getting like that in East too.
No, East is we're changing.
Yeah,
but no, like I did not like. I loved my day shifts. I loved my weeknight shifts. They're always cool. But man, I hated the weekends. I didn't want to talk to these people, and they were just like, can I get a vodka Red Bull? And I was like, we don't have Red Bull. I'm like, why not? I'm like, we're a Mexican restaurant. By the way, I think they actually have Red Bull now.
Red Bull's everywhere.
Yeah. But I would just, on the weekends, people were like, well, who wants the well? I'm like, me. I'll take the well.
Always take the well.
I'll bartend fast for 4 hours, then we'll shut up and get out of here,
Mm-hmm.
I did not like dealing with it. I hated the entitlement.
Sometimes.
Man, dude, that's one thing about, we always talk about it with guests that come into the bars and shit, man. I think it's the entitlement that makes you hate people so much, I
realized that working at bartending, I didn't get that as much as Edgefield. Although I would get the regular entitlement. That's like a whole other thing. But like as far as like strangers.
Yeah.
But man, after Edgefield, I like wanted to like take it easy for a while, and I worked at like Margot and Marche. And man, if you want to learn entitlement, work brunch. That's every day of the week.
Fuck brunch.
On the
Ew.
yeah. Oh no, I would hug my money after shit to be like, this is worth it. This is worth it. This is worth it. But like so many like, we can't do poached eggs on the weekends. I'm sorry. And they're like, why not? I'm like,
God,
because
I love those eggs.
I know, I love them too. That's how I always had eggs. But man, when you got a person back there that's got 30 pans of eggs.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking, yeah.
The people
brunch
who are
brunch is, you're really not going out to fucking eat brunch. You're going out to get wasted early in the day.
Yeah.
Pass out.
That's what brunch is honestly supposed to be for, guys. Just
Fucking that thing after social. Jesus Christ.
mimosas.
But that's white bitch heaven, though.
Ooh.
Can I say white bitch? Can I say white bitch?
You
I
just
don't think
said
it's white bitch. I think it's just like bitch. That's bitch heaven. Like
There's a lot of white bitches. I mean, and no offense to any white bitches. Hey, lights out.
I like the mood lighting.
It's sexy in here now.
Oh, I did that. My bad.
Oh, I think it's because you said white bitch.
Yeah, man.
Probably. I'm sorry, ladies.
bitches is like brunch.
Bitches love.
Like brunch.
Shout out to the podcast. Bitches love brunch, man. That's one of the homies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bitches do love brunch.
It really
and
is.
We just discovered why, because we just went on a fucking champagne binger.
Yeah, y'all did.
Yeah, we did.
Y'all ain't. I don't think y'all stopped.
I haven't.
I love champagne.
I have not stopped.
If it's good champagne, you don't wake up with a hangover. And if you have refreshments in between that with shots of tequila, Jesus Christ, man.
Let's go.
Woo!
Let's not. I'm gonna stick.
I turned into a whole ass woo girl.
I'm gonna stick to my mineral water.
Listen,
Her name's Mackenzie, and she's 27.
I literally
Mackenzie.
I literally have to plan my champagne days now. Like, I have my son back full time. Like, this the Katie that was here before has to turn down for what? For my nugget.
For my nugget.
Oh, you turning it down? Turning it down a little level? A couple of notches?
A lot of notches. I mean, finding a babysitter
Good for you.
for our party sessions.
You coming back fucking never mind. I'll just leave those details out.
Motherfucker gonna be on the couch with an empty plate crying. He's hungry and shit.
No, he knows that he's self-sufficient. He knows how to make his own meals. Like,
Oh, well, why does he need a babysitter?
because he's 10 years old.
Get him a gun.
You know when I was
Fuck off, Clay.
wow.
Just in case you know somebody run up on him.
Fuck off, Clay.
Just show him how to pull the trigger.
Nah, I'm straight on that.
You can give him a knife.
When I was 10, back in my day when I was 10 years old, they just told me lock the door and don't open it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Latchkey kid.
Look,
That is hard to live.
no, it's look before you open.
He knows how to set the alarm. He knows not to open doors for strangers, all that jazz. But it doesn't matter. Like, I still, in this city, I don't trust people. I
feel
mean,
you.
we live in fucking East Nashville. Like,
You are down the street from the hood. Like,
yeah,
the hood is like
exactly. I mean, I just don't trust. Like, there's too many lingerers. There's too many people that just like walk around. You can't even like leave your fucking door unlocked.
I left my door unlocked, got
car.
my Vax card stolen. Who steals a vaccination card, man? My motherfucker rummaged through my car, didn't take anything expensive. It was fairly enough expensive things just in my car lingering around.
He was trying to get to the prayers game.
Bro, he had to. He had to. I'm talking about, I looked through, I'm like, well, this ain't been taken.
He stole your Vax card.
He stole my Vax card.
I bet he's still going to go to Rebar. He's one of those.
Yeah, definitely,
That's who it is. There's a correlation.
It's probably Rhonda.
Probably Rhonda. Fuck these fat cars.
I got this Bass car, man. I got these cheeseburgers, man.
I suck yo.
Ew.
You're right, though. It's scary because all my neighbors, like my neighborhood is mostly like old retired black women. I love my neighborhood.
That sounds wonderful.
Oh, no, they are all super sweet. They love me. And
Sundays have to be a good day for you. Somebody drops you a plate.
I need to
Oh
drop.
no, my neighbor Miss Isala. No, she is always like, I got like a chicken, and like she'll have like my house is like the size of this room. It's
It
not.
sounds
big.
like that. It sounds like
always
Parker
like, "We
needs
got
to like
chicken
meet
going."
all of these ladies.
No sweet potato pie?
Oh no, it's always like when I do grab a plate, which sadly I really can't anymore. But
Because you're
when I
vegan
did-
now, right?
Not vegan, vegetarian.
Okay.
Which
cool.
she doesn't understand. Because one time she pulled up and she had gone. They were giving away a bunch of food at the school down the road, and I don't know what it's for. And she was like, "Do you want?" She's like trying to get me all the stuff, and I was like, "I took all her vegetables." She was like, "Do you want these carrots?" I'm like, "Sure, I eat carrots." Like, she's like, "Do you want?" She had like 6 gallons of milk, and I was like, "I didn't even drink milk before I went vegetarian." Like, no, I'm good unless we're making it into cheese.
Commodities, baby. That's
Yeah.
what that shit is.
There's nothing like old black women love, man.
Yeah, they look out for
Oh,
everybody.
like that's the thing is she's not nice. But she acts nice. It's weird. Like
she's
one
nice to
time
you.
I was cutting the grass and it was like 96 degrees out. I was sweating and I was changing out I think I was dumping out the grass and she was like, "You're going to give yourself a stroke out here in this heat." And I didn't know she was saying that like, you're fat and out of shape and you're out here, you're going to kill yourself.
no, she was
like-
genuinely concerned about you, Steven.
She said that and I was like, okay.
And you also better
dude.
not cut on Sunday because that's the Lord's Day.
It's the Lord's Day. Jesus ain't
Well,
work on
that's the thing.
Sundays.
I was like, haha, yeah. Do you want me to get your side? And she was like, yeah. And just like walked off.
That's why Steven, she loves you. She loves you, and that's tough love right there.
love.
If he dies, he dies. I told him he was gonna catch a stroke if he was out there cutting the grass when it's this hot. Now look at him, stroke the fuck out.
After cutting my grass.
He got my yard done though. Did he hit those bushes?
Nope.
There's a hot dad in my neighborhood, and his name is Lonnie, and
Hot dad.
Yeah.
Lonnie, for listening, shout out.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out.
what's
Hot
up.
dad, Lonnie.
Lonnie is married. I won't disrespect his wife at all, but he lives
Hot
2
dad.
houses down. But he literally shoveled the snow off of my sidewalk and like my entryway. He's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't know that you were going to be home. Otherwise, I would have had it done sooner."
That's so nice.
Thank you, Lonnie. Come on, Lonnie.
So
We
nice.
need
I
more
try to do
people like
you
that.
know?
Also, his kids are around the same age as mine, so I'm about to.
Here you go. Play
Hey.
date. Play date.
Yeah. Y'all mind keeping him for the night? I gotta go do some adulting.
No, not even that. It's just finding a babysitter is hard, y'all. Like,
This motherfucker's gotta work multiple jobs now.
Do you have to find babysitters for the hangover?
no.
Okay.
Like
That
I
would be
said,
my concern.
like I said, he's
Yeah.
self-sufficient,
Yeah.
so he knows like how to like make his own food. Like he knows that I don't like him to use the oven, but he knows how to properly use the oven. Like he knows where the like pot holders and everything are. I am gonna show him how to use the air fryer because I prefer that he uses the air fryer over like the fucking stove in general.
Can you really? Can you fuck anything up in the air fryer?
I don't know.
You can't.
Clay can. He fucks up cookies.
Put some cookies in the air fryer.
Nigga, it was terrible.
No, that wasn't.
I got video footage. Okay.
Them cookies was busting.
No, I
ate
definitely,
those
I definitely had
motherfuckers.
smoke in the kitchen the other day. We just got an air fryer.
Yeah.
I got one for my girlfriend for Christmas. It's one of those combo air fryer, toaster oven, broiler.
Yeah,
Like,
bro, they're the shit.
we don't have a lot of counter space, so I was
Sorry.
like, we're not going to get a new appliance. But I was like, I can get rid of my toaster oven
Yeah.
and replace it with this. So
Yep.
it's great, but it's like learning a new language. I have not figured it out yet. Like, oh, this is cooked really
Well,
well.
Clay
It's
is
burnt
an
on the outside.
expert on the air fryer.
YouTube, baby.
That's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of like Google, like
It's
how
like-
do
It's
you
a
cook
cult,
this in
man.
an
Air
fryer?
fryers. Once you have an air fryer, you're in the cult. Man.
It's like even though the
I've had one
the
for
new
3 years and I haven't
Yeah.
used it
What are you waiting on?
because I actually like to cook.
Man, me too. In the air fryer.
I like to actually like cook.
Shit.
I'm the same way. The air fryer
Y'all
is
clearly saw that from Christmas.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
I cooked myself breakfast a couple days ago for the first time in a long time.
I just came across a new
Congrats.
breakfast dish
I
that
put the bacon in the air fryer.
nice. Came out good.
What is it, casserole?
Crispy as
No,
fuck.
it was not a cat. It was sausage squares. Where you take like the croissant,
Sausage squares.
sausage squares, man. You take the croissant, man, put it on the bottom of the pan, like unroll like the Pillsbury croissant.
Oh.
Then you fucking take your ground up sausage,
Spread it out.
cook that, throw some rotel on that, cook it in that, throw it on top of the rolled out croissant, and then chop up a couple blocks of Velveeta cheese, and then throw the other side of the croissant on top of that. Throw that bitch in the oven, and deliciousness happens after that.
Just cut squares.
Just
It's like
cut
a meat
squares.
sandwich,
Yeah,
Also, Pillsbury now sells just the sheets.
really.
They finally realized that we were using their shit for like we're not making croissants, we're making whatever.
Yeah.
You can literally buy just a sheet.
That's
It's
smart.
perfectly square, yeah.
Smart. Look at y'all.
But that's what you're saying though. Like in my neighborhood, a lot of my neighbors they don't have security systems, but they've all got those rings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's like there are people who just go on the street. They won't break into cars. They'll check the doors. You know, during the quarantine, we had people that would just go up to houses and check the front doors.
Yeah.
And like I said, people are just like, well,
Bold
I
as
mean,
fuck.
I get it's desperation. I hope it's desperation. I hope it's not people just want to like be evil. Like people need shit and they resort to certain things. But like, yeah, like I lock the bedroom door at night.
Oh wow.
You know, like it's that thing. Like
Yeah.
it's just our neighborhood's like really small. We're not a bad neighborhood, but we got problematic
Same.
areas on either
Yeah.
side of us. You
Yeah.
know, and so yeah, like I just like to have that extra measure. You know, we don't have a gun in the house. You know,
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting the ring light,
I mean, there's a
like
bad
putting on
page
the
door.
front and like the front door and the back door. I'm gonna get like the side like lights as well.
And make sure you get Parker a katana.
What the fuck is that?
It's a sword.
Have you never seen Ninja Turtles?
Have you never seen shit at my dad's house? I got plenty of fucking weapons that
Shit, let's
nobody's
go.
gonna fuck. Like the fucking brass knuckle blade, like it's
Blade.
brass knuckles, and then it has like this fucking like 12, 13-inch knife on the other end of it.
What was he preparing for?
So,
Zombies?
there are
This
things.
nigga had a bayonet on brass knuckles.
Shit.
What?
Yeah, bro, that's some superhero shit.
Got
man.
a saber-toothed tiger skull.
Your dad was out here fighting crime, man.
Like,
You don't even know
I
it.
had actually
For real.
have actual swords
Shit.
like hanging on the fucking walls. Like it's got a little like Xena ring shit. Like it's
Why?
weird shit.
Your dad was a fucking
Weird
superhero, bro.
shit.
It's gonna
It's
come out in a couple
weird
years.
shit.
Your dad was a fucking Ninja Turtle. He was fucking some shit up.
He liked to call himself a collector. I called him a hoarder, and he would be, I'm a collector.
Yeah, he has some collectible shit. He got a brass knuckle with
Slick
bayonet on his
hoarder.
collectible
Bro,
shit.
I'm telling you, he was out here vigilante.
So Steve,
Yo.
your first bartending job was Chewy's?
Yeah, technically.
What's your first restaurant job at? Curious. I'm just curious.
Like front of house or back of house? I started out back of house.
Are you kitchen people?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I feel like, you know what, man?
Here we go.
Anybody-
Drinking with kitchen people again.
You can always tell
It's like the 4th week.
the
of
servers who have never worked back of house because they will be mean to the kitchen. I'm just like, y'all,
That is the wrong thing to do.
do not
That's
mess
you're
the
fucking up your
kitchen.
money right there.
Yeah, and
Like,
they,
what-
like, no,
What's that?
Not-
always.
Like being mean to kitchen people. Like I hate people that like when
yeah.
they throw their dishes inside like the dish pit and they just throw their dishes into like the water. I'm like, man, this man is getting splashed by dirty dishwater.
Oh no! When I worked at Chili's in college, I was back of house. I worked fry side, but occasionally I had to do dish.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time they threw me on dish was on a Sunday, day shift
Brunch.
in Murfreesboro.
A lot of after church people.
Yes, and I had never done it before. I've been a dishwasher before, but I didn't know the setup there. They just kind of threw me back there. The servers, if you weren't getting plates out, stuff fastened for them, they would throw the ramekins into the bath
Oh
with the
no!
intention of splashing you.
And then you get like leftover ranch on you and in your mouth. You ever
Yeah.
had that dishwater ranch in your mouth?
No,
This
bro.
is why
That's just
people end up
horrible.
over fryers.
Yeah,
For real, man. That's how people get their ass whooped, man. And there's always some young, entitled 22-year-old motherfucker.
I guarantee, like them fucking the kitchen people are the
18,
last people
19.
you won't smoke with. I'm just saying.
But the kitchen people are the last people that you don't want to be your friends because, like, man, they make food for themselves at breakfast time.
They make food for you. I had them. Listen, anytime I've ever worked fucking front of house and my kitchen crew, they love me.
I always get cool with the kitchen people before the front of the house people,
making me breakfast.
Dude, when I was working at Fit and Pearl and this one lady, I can't remember her name right now. It's going to come to me later. I'm going to be upset about it. But she used to make pupusas every Sunday morning. And those months, I mean, like, of course she was using the restaurant's food. Like, you know, who gives a fuck? Right. But, like, man, those pupusas was fucking fire. She would make her own slaw. And she was a dishwasher.
yeah.
She was from El Salvador, too, man. And every Sunday, and then the people in front of the service, and she's like, Vic, how'd you get food? I was like, because I actually talked to these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why at Chewy's, I think that's why I made a good expo, because I worked in kitchens, so I get it. And so servers would come up and be like, "What's up with this food? What are those idiots doing back there?" I'm like, "They have 30 tickets back there. You've got 3 tables.
Yeah.
Like, dial it
Do you
back."
want to go back
Like,
there? Do you want to
go
come back here?
You want to go fuck some shit up? Because I know you
You
can't
are
cook.
more than welcome. You are more than welcome to.
But cheers to kitchen people, man.
Fucking
Yeah.
chicks.
Cheers, kitchen people.
Backbone, very underappreciated.
Yeah.
And that makes the restaurant run, man, always.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be a restaurant. It'd be a bar then.
Honestly, what I appreciate about Nobles, and actually when I worked at Edgefield too, is they actually do take care of their kitchen staff there.
Word.
Nobles.
Yeah,
I like Nobles.
they do.
I was there yesterday. Shout out to the Titans, #1.
Yep.
Let's go.
Hey, Steve. Okay, definitely have to go because you were like a bartender at my favorite bar ever in Nashville, man. Those Edgefield days were didn't realize how special they were then.
Yeah.
But
You know, it's weird because I think some of that, like, I'm sure I don't think about like the dark sides about that period of time. You kind of focus on the good spots, but it really was. And I've talked about with y'all about this before. Like, it really was like a public house.
yeah.
It's where you got your news. It's where you saw people. I never asked anybody to go to Edgefield. I just showed up.
Yeah.
When you walk in, it's like, oh, who's at the bar? All right, it's gonna be a Bryant night. It's gonna be a Vic night. It's gonna be a Dean night. Like, you know, where's it gonna go?
It'll be a Sheridan night.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, Craig's here.
Yeah.
You know, fucking, so many people, man. And it was one of those, it was like a cheer. It was our cheers, man.
Yeah.
It was our cheers.
No, 75% of people who walked through the door knew their name and what they were drinking when they walked in.
Yeah. And that's when I was drinking whiskey. You'd always slide me 4 Roses neat, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you and Case were both in the 4 Roses back then.
Me and Case were, man, Jesus Christ. We probably drank a bottle of 4 Roses between the both of us a night.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, that reminds me. Do you remember Big Chris used to throw darts with us there?
Big Chris.
He got banned.
Chris Mallon?
I don't know. Black guy, taller.
No.
He used to always do the dollar signs instead of the X's and circles.
Maybe.
He was fun to play darts with, but he was a huge shit talker.
What did he
got to?
What did he didn't have dress, did he?
Nah, not short hair.
I'm pretty sure I played against him at least once or twice.
Yeah, he did the dollar sign thing, whatever. But I ran into him at Nobles when I was off, and we played darts.
Just whip his ass.
I did, and I was not throwing well. And I was like, "Oh man, it's cool to see you, man." I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker."
Yeah. I haven't been able to like go play like darts like that how we used to.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, man, so I didn't really make a New Year's resolution this year, but I did like really think, man, between Edgefield closing, the neighborhood changing, like because we lost Edgefield, we lost the 1016 back bar, we essentially lost 3 Crow.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, Beyond the Edge, it's not what it used to be. You know, more power to them. I love that they're back. You know, the neighborhood has changed, and
It changed quick too,
I
man.
have been neglecting catching up with people. And so I'm like going to try and make a somewhat considered effort this year to like reconnect. You know, like the people who I used to see all the time just because we were around each other.
Yeah.
You
Proximity thing, you know?
Well, it's like Dean said when they were closing Edgefield. He was like, "Well, man, guess we're all going to have to text each other now." Because we never did it before. We just showed up.
Yeah, we did. We didn't. I don't think I had Brian Cates' number for years.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Cates in forever.
I see him randomly. Like I'll be outside of Rosemary in the back smoking a cigarette, and he'll be going to the Sitco. Is that a Sitco?
At Rosemary?
No, the gas station right behind us. That's not a Sitco.
Oh, that's not sicko. That's
The Marathon?
Yeah, the Marathon.
Yeah.
The Marathon.
That's where you always yell at me.
And yeah. I do. I see Cole every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Cole.
Cole's at the Vic now.
Is Cole over there at the Vic?
Yeah,
Shit. I still haven't been over to the Vic.
it's cool. It's a big ass bar / event space.
Is it like a hotel or some shit?
Used to be a church. Yeah, they got the Airbnb connected to it next door.
Oh, yeah. I
But
heard
it's dope.
Okay.
We should probably do something there soon.
Yeah, why not? That could happen. But yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, I do like Lakeside Lounge. I will be the first. At first, it was just very hard to go into that building after being that. But like Lakeside, man, it's not for what they did, man. They didn't try to change it into Edgefield too. Is
Yeah.
you know.
I actually went in there for the first time recently. It was after the Fernet party.
Okay.
So I had no
Oh,
business
wait.
going there because I was already like,
Ferraris.
I was already like half lidded when I got over there. And man, for me, honestly, I thought it was going to be fine. I walked in and like, you ever go to the house where you grow up and somebody else lives there now?
Yeah.
It was like that. And like, I just walked in and I was just like, I can't do this. I was like freaking out. And I ran to somebody there and they were a regular from the Edgefield days. Like, no, it's super cool. And my girlfriend was like, stop talking to him. This is not going to go well. They got me outside and they got me over to Uptown. They're like, go eat some pizza. Just relax.
I get that though, man. That place. I mean, I was upset that I missed Edgefield's last night because I was working at Rosemary, man, and I heard like people were crying.
Yeah.
Why?
Me and Paul did the last call.
Really?
We did the last call. Even though I wasn't working anymore, Paul was like, come do the last call with me. So we did the last call together.
Crying at Lakeside?
At Edgefield, like the last night they were open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
People cry at like
It's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, dude. It was just somebody's place. I mean, because like a lot of people that I used to see literally every day, man. I got to get better. Like you were saying, I got to get better at keeping in contact with people. Because like, man, I haven't been able to talk to Pops as much as I used to, and I used to talk to Pops pretty much every night, man. You know.
Yeah. You know, and that's the thing that so here's the thing that I really do miss about it. I think it's a thing that I didn't think we realized we were doing it consciously at first. We really wanted it to be a safe space.
Yeah.
Because it started off with people started coming over because we were like the 7-up of 5 Points. So we were like the unbar because we weren't greatly visible. If you didn't know we were a bar, you'd drive right by. You know, like people probably just thought we were a parking lot, you know. And we started getting that service industry crowd. And then I realized more and more, like, we didn't have a censored jukebox. We weren't like this place, like the out-of-towners didn't, like the tourists didn't go there.
Fuck no.
And I didn't really realize it until I got to other bars. Paul Simpson actually brought it to me first. He's like, have you ever noticed that we have such a better mix of guys and girls here? And it's true. And I would see girls go there and dress however the fuck they want without worrying about it. And if anything happened,
the whole bar is trying to attack you, man.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know?
like you're doing what to her? No, you're the fuck out of here. Like, no, that's it. It really was. I feel like we try to make a safe space, and I felt, and this is gonna sound weird to say about a neighborhood that has so many black people in it. It was the bar where I saw the most black people.
Edgefield was pretty black.
Like we had a really good mix in there on the jukebox, but yeah, it'd be like, Taylor's weird industrial metal stuff, and then it'd be like, a bunch of like hip hop. Like it was just like all over the place,
It's one of the more comfortable bars.
Yeah.
It was a service industry. It was a bartender's bar, man.
It's like I still go to. I mean, I still fucks with Red Door and of course Nobles, but
No, it was a Red Door last night. Yeah.
yeah.
It was just I like that we had that there, that we didn't see it anywhere else, and that's something that like after I think we realized we were doing it, we kind of tried to go with that.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, if you're uncomfortable, like, no, you're the fuck. No, I'm sorry, if you're making somebody uncomfortable, you're the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like
It's been so many times that like just seeing the regulars there, like check the fuckery that was going. Like when it was like one night, like the bathrooms were the bathrooms because
Right.
but it was one dude trying to like piss in the sink, and then like 3 fucking regulars like pull this nigga before he like even pulls his dick out and like push his ass out the fucking door. Like, nah, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Like, go do this
Like,
shit outside.
Right, like go respect the space. It was a shitty place, but it was our shitty place.
Yeah,
and everybody, even when the men's bathroom got fucked up and everybody had to go in the women's bathroom.
oh yeah, when they were redoing it,
Jesus Christ.
those were weird times.
That happened a lot at Three Crow.
Yeah, I believe it.
Where the men's bathroom was fucked up or the women's bathroom was fucked up because,
Yeah, but what y'all had was the greatest gift ever, which was 1016 was next door.
dude.
Man.
Rolls Royce of bathrooms in East.
Dude.
Yeah.
The Rolls Royce of
I
bathrooms.
could
Listen,
that
was like a staff secret though. Like,
I could be 3 sheets to the wind over beyond the edge or something and be like, I gotta poo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Knocking down the hill.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That was like the holy grail. Like we ain't telling nobody else to go next door to like poop. But if you're employed, like if you staff, hey,
Oh no, you would lie to people.
If you
You're
gotta
like, where do
go.
I go to the bathroom? Like, marathon.
Marathon, yes.
Go to the marathon.
I think that is one thing I asked Bill whenever we were like doing like the rebuild of fucking Three Crow. I was like, can we put a employee bathroom in here somewhere?
Ain't nowhere to put that motherfucker.
No, I mean, cause like trying to fucking like take a piss, like literally, like
It's a bitch.
I don't think I realized this until I was working a marathon. Having our own bathroom at vestibule, I love that shit.
Oh yeah, the
much.
one at Vest, yeah.
Yeah, like, and I've never had that at a job. I'm like, why doesn't?
But isn't it the one you can't poop in though? Because it gets fucked up if you poop in it.
I want to poop in it.
Oh, okay, cool.
But you gotta flush as you go, man.
You gotta be ginger with
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
I like to pull that bartender card. I'm like,
courtesy
hey, I know there's a line, but I'm your bartender, so if you want more drinks, can I like jump in front
Yeah.
real
I know
quick?
y'all gotta deal with that over there, man. I've
Yeah.
seen those lines. That's
Oh yeah, at Rosemary we got next door though, so I mean we have our
that's
house.
fair.
Yeah.
You can run over there now.
But see now, we got more. It's not just 2 bathrooms anymore. Like you got one upstairs on the roof. You got actual proper bathrooms down in Beauty Queen. So,
Yeah.
but man, back in the old days, man, shit, when it was just
that-
2 bathrooms,
Just that house.
and then if one bathroom went down on a fucking Saturday night, it's a wrap.
Right.
I did think it was funny though because y'all like the bathrooms in Beauty Queen. I'm sorry, in Rosemary. It looks beautiful. I've seen so many people's like Facebook profile pictures or their stories, and you're like, I know what bathroom that is. But man, when Edgefield closed, you could probably like do like a timeline of like bathroom selfies in the Edgefield bathrooms, especially the women's restroom, and then an uptake in the Cobra selfies.
I mean, but Cobra filled that void that Edgefield left. Because man, dude, like for a second there, once Edgefield closed, we all went to Three Crow. Three Crow, I'm pretty sure like the business they got once Edgefield closed, because you could still smoke in Three Crow. Everybody was still cool. They were the people that you saw going into Edgefield. They just worked at Three Crow, and you're like, well, shit, we're over here now.
I did like the little dog leg. I did like the Three Crow Beyond the Edge 1016.
Yeah.
And the 1016 back bar. I love 1016.
Oh
up
God,
front,
1016 back bar.
But the back bar, like
That's the secret spot.
that was my hideaway, man. That was. your
I
safe
love that
space.
smoky ass fucking room.
No, you go in there. I used to go in there and just like do a crossword puzzle and drink, man. Like I wouldn't even talk to anybody at the bar. Like it
It'd be
was.
chill.
I used to go in there before like the back bar would even be open. Like on fucking Monday nights, I'm working the back bar at fucking Three Crow. I go over to 1016. I get a fucking like cup of gumbo and a fucking like salad, and they let me still go sit in the fucking like back bar so I can like still smoke my cigarettes even though nobody was back there because I knew like I wasn't gonna do shit. But I was like, That's my fucking the hidey hole, man. That's what I called it. I'm like, I'm over at the hidey hole. Like,
You know what's funny? Remember how you could be sitting at the 1016 back bar and like every half hour you would see some kid from the pizza shop walk over and do a shot on his break?
Yeah.
Nobles has become that.
Yes.
I will run tabs all night for people who are just coming over to the pizza shop to do a shot and then go back to
Hell
work.
yeah. I mean, like whenever we were doing fucking the fucking window shit, like the to go shit. Whenever the pandemic first started, fucking E-Weezy and
for people who don't know who E-Weezy is, this is Eric Whitman.
E-Weezy.
There's no time.
Yeah, they would come over. I'd see him walking down. I'd already have him and Chahache. That's Chase. I'd fucking have their like shots and like, go up to the window and be like, "Yup."
But see, man, if you was at 3 Crow at the right time, man, like the end of the night, man, when 5 Points was closing, they bring over pizzas for everybody, man.
Hell yeah.
It was
Garlic knots. The boys love me. Terry
Eric brought me a pizza last night. Eric Lang.
Yeah.
Kay came over and she brought a veggie pizza for me. And I was like, well, this is giving me life and it's getting me through this double.
See, that's fucking
Terry was always so confused. He was like, how do you and Brandy get the pizza boys to like give you shit all the time? I'm like, because we love them and we're nice and we know what they want to fucking drink before they even have it.
They used to come to Edgefield too.
Yeah, they just bring us shit and they love
They
it.
bring in like the box of slices.
Yeah.
And just like whatever they had left over, they're all like par cooked slices.
Like, Katie, you want some garlic knots tonight? Like, yes, Wayne.
I wish East would get back to that more neighborhood because for a while there, man, it was like we all fucked with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like now I've been in Rosemary, but you know us in East, I mean, you know, Rosemary was like you go there every now and then instead of like it wasn't like because we went to Edgefield or we went to 3 Crow. Or
You just got the wrong people moving in now, bro.
I mean, I would say
a lot of us have moved out or moved away.
Yeah, and the people that are moving in are trying to change not just East, but every neighborhood in Nashville.
Yeah, they want to make it where they came from.
Yeah.
Man, I'm worried about those.
This ain't
I'm
that,
worried
bitch.
about those apartments showing up. The ones in front of Duke's by 5 Spot. I'm worried about those.
I heard they
I'm
were
still trying to figure out.
Airbnbs.
I'm still trying to figure out what that whole concept is.
I'm just like, I don't know if it's Airbnb or I don't know if it's going to be
Probably.
apartments, but like, I don't want to hear about like, oh, this music is too loud, too late. I'm like,
Get the
it's
fuck
a
outta here.
venue
It
that
was
has
here
been
first.
Also, it's Music City. It's the name of the city.
Dude, and Lady Gaga performed there. Shut the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like this Sobro downtown just got barred out, so it's going to be Airbnb and like have hotels and most of the people that
I just
live
don't
there
understand
now,
why
they got to move out. They got to vacate.
What the idea is of continuously like putting up more Airbnbs and more hotels as if we don't already have a shit ton. I don't.
Because
motherfuckers are greedy.
You want to put people in the cool part of town, and then like you make it less cool.
I mean,
Like,
they took all the fucking. They made all the
That's true.
church. They made all the churches in East Nashville fucking Airbnbs. I mean.
Is that what that is up there by the Speedway?
Yes.
We've been driving by it, and I was like, "What is?
Yes.
Is this a museum?
It's an
or-
Airbnb.
That's
No,
They turn.
that's
They
where
where
the
the
turn.
Vic is.
Oh, that's the Vic.
That's where the
Okay.
Vic is.
Apparently,
like, right
they're gonna
next
put
door.
a Whataburger on Gallatin Road.
Oh fuck me.
Great. Now, as if traffic already isn't shit on Gallatin because nobody knows how to drive the fucking speed limit
Did
as
you see that
is.
shit in Hermitage?
Yeah, I don't want. I want to taste Whataburger.
I
but
wanna-
The speed limit
I
is
want it.
40.
I'm gonna
Why
wait
are
for
we
like
doing
six
20?
months. I'm gonna wait 6 months for
I love
Whataburger.
the cookouts. Like we got a line going around the block, and Whataburger's like, hold my beer.
And they're putting that fucking 7-Eleven right there by Hair Plus World.
See now I'm cool with
Yeah.
this. See, I'm cool with the 7-Eleven.
I'm cool with 7-Eleven too.
because
what's
I
weird
love a
about
big
it?
bite. The big bites at 7-Eleven are
I'm
delicious.
just wondering how people are supposed to get in and out of there because it's in such a shitty tight
It is.
space.
You know what's- you know
And they
what's
put
weird
it at the
about that,
wrong
though?
fucking spot.
Have you noticed that from Main Street and 5th to Madison, there is not one gas station on that side of the road.
Huh?
They're all
There
in the
isn't.
north. They're all on the northbound
Right.
side.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's something from like the trolley days or like some weird codes that they had at some point in time. But I thought about it and I was like, because I drive to work, I drive south down Gallatin,
There is no.
and I
There's
always
no
have to make
gas
a left
station.
turn to get cigarettes or gas.
Yeah.
Even the Krogers are on that
Whataburger.
side, and the Publix. I have no idea why there's no convenience stores on that side of the road. It's so
I
weird.
feel like 7-Eleven's just gonna have to catch me on one of them days where I'm like coming randomly from the opposite end, and I
Dude.
just like so happen to be like right there. And just,
7-Eleven is my childhood.
I know, but I'm not crossing. I'm not like it's like the turn to try and get in.
You might as well go to where you live at. You might as well go to the four-way stop.
Aren't they turning all
I'm
the
going-
Exxons
I'm going to
into
Marathon.
7-Elevens now? Because it's a 7-Eleven right there by the stadium now, right?
Yeah, they changed that on the run to
Yeah.
They might have brought out on the run because you don't see. I've seen a lot more 7-Elevens popping up.
Yeah.
7-Eleven has some kind of deal.
I thought all the
deal
on the runs
with
became
fucking.
Tiger Marts.
Yeah, now they're looking like 7-Elevens.
Well, 7-Eleven has some kind of deal going on with fucking DoorDash because every time I order something from DoorDash, they're like, do you want us to stop at 7-Eleven to
But
pick up?
you can't get shit. The shit that they have ain't the shit you want from 7-Eleven. You want a big bite, or you want a bag of Doritos, and you want to fill the bag of Doritos up with chili and cheese and shake the bag up.
I might need some Tums or some Tylenol because I've done that.
Ooh, speaking of Tums, I don't want to get everybody too excited, but we're getting Flaming Hot Cool Ranch Doritos this year.
Flaming Hot Cool Ranch?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm sorry, my excitement about that, I think it's because the Jameson just kicked in.
Hey,
So here's
There
to
we
that.
go. Cheers to that.
The progress of 2022. We're getting Flaming Hot Cool Ranch Doritos.
Hell yeah.
Fine ice, is that what they calling them? I would.
Gulp.
I call it Flaming Hot Cool Ranch.
Don't steal my fucking idea.
Well,
Lays.
okay, I was in Florida, and we were ordering Uber Postmates because we got to the hotel so late. There's a chicken spot that had Flaming Hot Cheeto wings.
I want them.
I did not order them at all. I didn't order them.
I want them.
I couldn't bring myself. I actually looked at a
This
YouTube
weird infatuation
review.
with Flamin' Hot Cheetos here lately is like driving me insane because A, they're not even as hot as they used to be.
No.
That Flamin' Hot is bullshit. Where's the spice? Because they used to fucking like literally like set my
They used
mouth
to be
on
hot,
fire.
but then it just
right
tastes.
now- or maybe my taste buds were just like completely
Fucking-
singed and like
No,
it just
the-
doesn't affect me the same way.
If you
Have
want
you tried
hot-
the hot fries?
I love
Yes,
Andy
I
My
like
Caps.
my
yeah.
girlfriend always has a bag of hot fries.
Yeah,
in
the
the
hot
house
fries
all
are
times.
yeah.
Andy
the hot
Caps.
fries
You
are-
talking about the Andy Caps hot fries?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, it's hotter than Flaming Hot
Or the
Cheetos.
fucking hot
Whatever.
and spicy pork rinds.
Yeah, but everything is
Sweet
everything
heats, baby.
like
you gotta get the sweet heats.
like even the peanuts. The peanuts are
me
now
up.
flaming hot, but they're not even hot. Like
They're
the
not.
hot and spicy peanuts that they used to fucking have them. Everything used to have a better kick. Now they have like sensitized the shit, and it's
Because everybody's fucking sensitive.
well. Then you quit eating hot shit, you fuckers. I want
Yeah.
hot stuff.
No, it's kind
Shit.
of like how. Well, do you remember? I'm by the way sad that Pepper Fire is no longer with us. But when Pepper Fire first opened, I know it wasn't the most popular hot chicken place because they did the smokier flavor. But when they first opened at that little shack up in Gallatin across from McDee's, their spice profile was about the same as Prince's. It was
Pepper Fire could get
as
hot.
And then when they moved and they got a better like brick and mortar and like whatnot, it wasn't as hot anymore.
they left the recipe
I
in the
really
old
want
building.
some Princes.
Yeah.
Where is
they
Pepper
left it.
Fire?
It's gone.
They closed.
All the way.
Yeah.
Let's go get some Prince. Oh, Prince is not open today.
Who wants to take me to Nolensville?
Bruh, I want to go
Is
to
that the last one now?
Well,
Yeah.
I'll drive your car, but
what's
I
in
think
Nolensville?
Prince's.
Princes. That's
When
where
did they open up in Nolensville?
it's been there.
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
Really?
Before the old one
that was
burned down.
that was the second location.
It says there.
Oh.
No, this is a food truck.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
got
a food
one
truck.
downtown.
Fuck that. That line is stupid, and they don't even serve everything there.
No, I'm looking it
This
up
is just
now.
small shit.
I'm looking at.
I actually want to go to Taco Bell Cantina downtown
Fuck that.
and
Taco Bell brought back every.
I wanna
Why
go-
is
I
Taco
wanna-
Bell? Listen, somebody said why does Taco Bell have chicken wings in a chicken wing shortage?
I want to go test out the wings.
Wingstop is selling thighs, and now Taco Bell decided to hop on a chicken wing fucking bandwagon. Whenever we didn't ask for, y'all took the
I
fucking
want
Mexican
the- I
pizza
want the
away.
wings.
Prince's
Bring
is
the
open
Mexican-
today. If
They're
y'all want
bringing
to go
it
to
back.
Prince's after.
know,
They better be.
They're coming
Y'all
back
giving
this
us some
year.
bullshit ass
So
fucking
far.
chicken wings.
I don't wanna
Nobody
go back.
asked for that. Nobody asked Taco Bell to get chicken wings.
Nobody
I
wants.
want those wings.
Where'd the
I wanna
Mexicans
You're
try 'em.
nasty.
Yeah, they probably. You know.
I
Taco,
mean, Taco Bell can do that.
do they have a
because-
fryer?
Well, they have the fries occasionally.
You
They
know,
have to fry those, right?
Don't care.
You want to know why they? You want to know why they can do it? Because Yum Yum owns Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut.
Yep.
Who is Yum Yum?
Nasty.
Yum Yum is the corporation
It's a
that
parent
owns
company.
all three of them,
Oh.
based out of Louisville.
Y'all
They're
better,
all like that.
Y'all
It's-
better watch all the fucking like
So-
Twitter. Read all the Twitters.
KFC ain't had no
or
fucking
the
chicken
tweets about
shortage.
this shit on Twitter. Read or
KFC.
watch all the fucking reels
I don't give a fuck
and
if it is
TikToks
bioengineered.
that everybody's making. Where they, like
Pa-
everybody
Popeyes-
says it's a no for them. I'm
Popeyes-
just saying
You do
I'm
not
not
wanna-
wasting
I
my
don't
money
give a
or my
fuck about the
energy.
people. I want that
Well,
I
shit.
then
would
get
say,
it.
I will.
I can't wait
I
for
mean,
you to be
Taco Bell is
disappointed.
gonna make you sick anyway. You might as well. You know,
I'm gonna do a
you're gonna do it.
TikTok. Yeah, fuck. We eat whatever the fuck we want anyway. Let me test these wings out.
Mm-hmm.
KFC is doing they're bringing the vegan chicken. They've done test markets here and in England.
Beyond Meat.
By the way,
chicken?
KFC is huge in England. I didn't know that.
Really?
Oh no, when they had the shortage, People in the UK were freaking out. I had no idea that KFC is like a huge thing over there.
Oh Lord.
They love some KFC.
Okay, hot take, man. When it comes to like chicken spots, I prefer Bojangles
I
over
still
like
want Popeyes.
over like I don't like Popeyes anymore, man.
Popeyes makes me sick every time. The only thing I want from Popeyes is the fucking red beans and rice.
I like the sides better.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
the
they got
sides.
the black and ranch. Honestly, this is going to be an unpopular opinion. If you could find an actual, not combination with White Castle, but like Church's.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like Church's
Church's.
chicken. Their creamy jalapeno sauce is good. Their sides, not as good as Popeyes.
I miss Churches.
Miss
That's why I
Mrs.
like-
Winners,
Winners,
baby.
baby.
Winners.
Come on, come on.
Mrs.
Ooh,
Winners.
I haven't had that
And the
since I
sweet
lived in
tea.
Murfreesboro.
God bless it.
Bro, even the cold chicken was
No,
Oh, that
bro.
brown sugar water. I need it.
They coleslaw was so good.
Oh.
That's why the
And
intersection,
the biscuits.
Rosa Parks and is it
Yeah.
Jefferson there.
That's where we
You
stopped.
could go to Church's and get chicken, go to Popeyes and get sides, and whip out and go through KFC and get like a wrap on the way out. Like it was
Oh.
it was the three fried
The
chicken places.
trifecta.
Like
Well, for y'all people that are new to Nashville, especially new to East Nashville, there used to be a Mrs. Winners where Inglewood Lounge is now.
Is there anyone in America?
Oh
Are they
yeah,
all
there's still some
closed?
Mrs. Winners around.
Just
Yeah.
not in Nashville?
Just not in Nashville, man.
Fuck.
Not in East Tennessee either anymore.
East? Not in East? You motherfuckers. We like,
well, you weren't going enough, and this is what happened.
Yeah,
fuck
But-
that. we was going every weekend after the college football games.
a whole band of
The
people.
whole band,
Oh.
about 300 plus people.
Yeah, 300 plus people.
And
yeah.
they just load us up.
They
boxes.
did every Saturday.
Sometimes, like, if you was on the squad and you was passing out chicken, you might be blessed to get 2-3 boxes to take back to the dorm.
Man, all I want right now is a Church's biscuit.
Dude, there is one in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Is that Mrs. Winters?
Yes.
That's the only one in Tennessee?
Still,
That's the only one
I mean,
in
that is still
Tennessee.
East Tennessee, but it's like
Fuck.
that's in between Loudon and Chattanooga.
Well,
I
thank
mean,
you
I
for
know
joining
in
us in this
Cleveland-
podcast. We'll be leaving now. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be in the car.
We'll be in the car going
Yeah.
to Mrs. Winners.
We can keep recording in the
Me
car.
and Vic will
can't
be in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
We'll just go Facebook Live
Okay, there's a lot in North Carolina.
in Georgia.
There's a lot of Bojangles in North Carolina too.
Dude, I like Bojangles French fries are low key like the go.
Have you ever had the
They do
breakfast?
slap.
Yes,
I
the
never
Bo
had-
Berry
I don't like
biscuit.
them. I don't like them bow rounds. I can't.
You don't like bow rounds?
No, they don't fry them long enough, so it's just like too potato doughy. Like
You
I
gotta
don't
tell
know.
them to fry them hard. You gotta tell them to fry them hard. Crisp them up.
No.
I got so much cred for knowing that term once.
What, frying hard?
I didn't know what that meant until I was working back when old Maurice was working at Edgefield. He was like, I was like, they want them crispy. He's like, oh, you want them fried
Fried
hard?
hard.
And I was like, what? And
Fried
so one night I was working at Nobles, and these people said they wanted flats only, and they wanted them fried. They said fried hard, so I literally wrote in fried hard. Or I think they said crispy. I wrote fried hard as like the modifier. And the dude walked over in the kitchen. He's like, you all right?
Right.
fried hard.
Fried hard. Okay, is that, okay, just
I
question.
think it's a black thing.
Is it?
is.
I was curious.
Oh, it's 100% a black thing.
It is. I thought everybody knew what fried hard
No.
I
was.
don't even ask for them. Like, as long as my chicken doesn't come out raw, I'm happy.
But
Yeah.
I do like
I do
a
like
fried
crispy
hard, though.
chicken.
I like me too. Yeah, who
Dude,
don't?
Freddie always used to get so fucking pissed whenever people be like, Freddie didn't want them fried hard. They want to make. You tell him it's gonna take. I was like,
Drunk as shit.
I was
Just yelling
like,
about
Freddie, they
nothing.
don't give a damn. They just want that shit fucking crazy. It's gonna. You tell them 20 minutes.
You know what? You know another chicken spot that I really like? Dodgers.
Dodger chicken, man. It's one out right.
I don't even know where that is.
Yeah.
Right
The
before
one in
Hendersonville.
Murfreesboro,
Yep.
I wore the
Yep.
out in college. Man.
Bruh.
You know they have deep fried corn on the cob now?
What?
No.
I know. It's like
Everybody's
the Jurassic
deep-
Park moment. Like they knew they could do it, but should they have done it? I was delicious.
Everybody's deep frying fucking everything.
Okay, bro. In Florida, I had deep fried.
You have to find the air fryer.
I had deep fried pot roast.
Touche. Deep fried pot roast?
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Ugh.
It was wild. It was good though. They served it with au jus. But yeah, it's a Dodger chicken in Hendersonville.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's one in Murfreesboro.
Man, they're wing, the wingettes, the hot wingettes, them motherfuckers
And
are
I used to
smacking.
get,
Now,
like,
them motherfuckers are hot.
I would get the 2 tenders and a
They're hot.
biscuit, a
They
pizza
actually are hot.
roll,
They're
2 egg
fucking hot.
rolls. Like
You gotta get the wedges. You gotta get the
I'm not big on the JoJo's.
You don't like
They're
you
too
don't like
potato-y.
those?
I would eat them like corn on the cob. I would just eat the crispy outside. I don't eat all
Yeah.
that potato-y on the inside.
Yeah, they gotta be. You gotta catch them
See,
shits fresh.
shit
You
be
can't
too
go late.
potato-y. Like that's what I'm talking about with Bo Randall.
Oh no, this is the argument my girlfriend and I always have is I like my fries crispy and she likes them soggy. No, she'll microwave frozen French fries.
She doesn't mind them.
Huh?
She don't mind them in the microwave.
She'll just microwave them.
Steven, stop
Ugh.
talking.
That's
Steven.
why we have an
Are
air
you
fryer,
okay?
baby. The air
Hey,
fryer
we
put
need to
that
bleep that
crispiness
out
right back
because
in.
don't nobody need to know that about his girlfriend because that's gonna be a lot of judgment.
She's
I
gonna
know,
be.
she's proud on it.
So she
She's
just
proud
likes
of it.
mashed potatoes.
No,
Whoa.
like when we get fries at restaurants, like we'll trade.
She'll let
I'll
him.
take her crispy ones, and she'll take my.
She'll
like,
just let him
soggy
sit.
ones.
Well, that's cute. That's cute, Steve. That's real cute.
Okay, I
You're
can't
very
tell if you're
thoughtful.
being.
I don't know why that made
I
me
was,
complimentary right now.
I was being serious. This is
like. I
real
think
cute.
I think that for me was like a texture thing. That's why like I don't. Ooh,
If I want soggy
Mashed
potatoes, I
potatoes.
just eat a mashed potato. Like
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
right.
or, yeah.
I like mashed potatoes because they're mashed potatoes.
But if it's a fry, that bitch needs to be crispy.
I like my mashed potato with the skin in it though.
Sometimes.
If it's Yukon Gold, I do.
I like them when it was red.
What if it was like russet potatoes?
It has to be cooked. That
Russet
skin better be
potatoes-
soft
russet
as fuck.
potatoes warm up.
No,
Okay, I'm definitely gonna ask Steven a question because it's been on my mind because I do the same shit, and it's not about food.
Fuck.
So, question I have, man, Steve, how was it switching between like working in a bar and then going and working at a music venue?
Oh, here's the thing.
And also, thank you for getting me that job there years ago. I guess
I actually have a really funny story about that I thought of today that I don't know if I ever told you.
oh, did it
But
ask if I was black?
it's about if I was black. So we'll put a pin in that. We'll circle back to it. But
ping.
but no. So and especially when I was working at Edgefield, because yeah, I saw the same people every day. I liked that working at Marathon, and yes, there are regulars at Marathon. There are people who I would see at multiple shows. I loved going back and forth from like, hey, what's up, man? Let me talk you up. How's your mom and them? Like, you know, just like having like a great, like normal, like regular situation in a neighborhood bar. And then going to Marathon and being like, how many fucking vodka sodas can I make in 30 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, it's like that. It keeps your speed up.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it, you know, and it's frustrating sometimes because you're dealing with plastic, which I get it. It's a venue. But there's nothing worse when you're making like 6 green tea shots and you go to pour it and the first one just falls over and they like all knock like
trash.
when we did QDP, I had to walk out. I was making shots for a dude. I looked at him. I was like, I'm gonna be right back. I walked outside and like hot box a cigarette. I was like, all right, how many redheaded sluts did you want? You know, like I just had to like walk away for a minute.
Yeah. You, like sometimes you need to fucking like. You gonna wait regardless, so let me go and like take a moment of fucking zen, like to
Yeah.
clear my fucking mindset because it's like
And it was QDP.
You're going,
It was QDP, so
yeah.
the guy was like, you do you. That's fine. I was like, cool.
Oh yeah.
Like,
they ain't give a fuck.
Dude, QDP is like really, really fun to work.
They be,
I mean,
they're so chill.
That prom that we worked, it was one of the few times at Marathon where we actually went till 3 a.m. And it was Pride. And like they went hard. They drank the whole time.
Yeah.
And at like 2:30, and it was my first time doing a marathon. 2:30, this guy walks up. This little kid from like I think he was from Pittsburgh. He's like, can I get one more vodka soda? And I was like, I'm sorry, man, it's 2:30. We can't serve anymore. And he was like, okay, I understand. Happy Pride. And I was like, I can't be mad at you because you're fucking adorable. And you're from Pennsylvania where I'm sure it sucks to be gay. So like, that's awesome that like you came down here to spend this day with us. Like it was
Sure,
great.
yeah.
I probably would have gave him a vodka soda.
Yeah, I know. I felt like a dick afterwards. So fun fact about Marathon, and I'm not saying anything bad about Marathon. Remember when I told you, I was like, we need people, and we only have one black person working there.
Yeah.
Front of house. And what's funny is when I got hired at Marathon, I got hired because they were short. It was right before Rocktober. I knew Marshall, I knew James, I knew Ryan Henry, all them.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know Davo. Davo was in the running for me for the bar manager position there. He got it, obviously, and he was very well suited to it.
Shout out to Davo, man. Davo's a dope
Miss
ass dude.
you. But apparently the picture on my Gmail account, because it's like that tiny little picture, and it was like from a filtered picture of like a wedding, so it makes me look really dark. And so Marshall was like, hey, send this email to Davo. He'll put you on the schedule. I was like, okay, cool. And so I emailed him, and he saw like Steven, and we're talking about my last name earlier. He thought my last name was Coombe. So I guess he thought it was like an African last name, like Steven Coombe.
Wow.
And so when he met me, he got my email, and he's like, I got a diversity hire. He didn't tell me this for like 2 months. He was like, just so you know, when I hired you, I thought you were black.
Kumbaya, Mimi.
My name is Steven Kumbi. Kumbi.
I had actually never thought about it sounding like it would be like an African name until he said that. I was like, I guess, yeah, I could see
Shit, man,
that.
I'm thinking. I guess I've been in Marathon for like what 3 years now or going on?
I started there October 2017, and you came in 2018.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Shit. Time flies when COVID happens.
I actually almost wore my Dungeon Family Show shirt today.
That was like one of the first shows I worked too, man.
That was one of the best shows I worked there.
That shit was fun.
And that's funny because I worked Goody Mob like 2 months before that, and Goody Mob, it was good.
Me and you worked at the same bar. I followed you around the whole day.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Goody Mob show, it was good. I remember the first time I had Slim and Huskies because they bought a shitload of Slim and Huskies, and I was like, ooh,
dude, when you go to Boom Bap and they just have Slim and Huskies like backstage, it is fucking amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
But then that Dungeon Family show though, man, like it was like seeing a different Goody Mob perform. Like Big Boy showed up, like Youngblood. Like it was such a fun show.
The Dungeon's fun.
And the merch table was. Ooh.
I ended up so one of my good friends, he lives in California now. Ended up going to the diner that night, and I ended up hanging out with J-Bo from the Youngbloods that night. No bullshit, just randomly. He was like, "Yeah, man, I want you to meet my homeboy. We're gonna go down to the diner, grab some food. We want to see a good time." I'm like, "Well, I'm just getting off work from the show." He's like, "Yeah, man, he just had a show too." And I get there, I was like, "You were." How's that? So
just on the stage.
You were just on stage doing your thing. All right.
By the way, so have you ever been to the actual Slim and Huskies actual restaurant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I love that when you walk in, they have the quote from Tennessee.
Yeah, that's
by
just
Arrested
dope.
Development on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So I went there with my girlfriend because I'd only had it at Marathon. I had no idea that it was a black-owned pizza spot.
Yeah.
But now I understand why they were
Cats from
doing
TSU,
all
man.
the ATL stuff. Yeah. And I love it. And also they have a lot of vegan options there. Putting that out there. But we went and we had dinner. I got a beer. It was great. There was a line, but
did you go to the one on Buchanan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one to go to.
There was a huge line, but everybody in line was black. I hate to say this, but black people are way better at waiting in line because like the only people who were complaining was the other white couple that was in there. Why is this taking so long? And I was like, oh my god.
Like fuck, have you ever cooked a meal?
Like you
understand? Like I'm sorry, that's like a real thing. I feel like black people in restaurant situations are so much more patient than white people are.
They can be, but
for the most part,
I feel
like
that.
Yeah, because everybody was like, and seriously, like it's like an hour before closing, and the line is going out the door. But you know what? We got our food. It was great. And then I walked around the neighborhood there, and they got Minerva across the street.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend knew the security guard there because she works for him too. Mm-hmm. And it was fun walking around. And I saw it was like all these groups of people walking around hitting these different spots over there. And does that neighborhood have a name?
The Buck. It's called the Buck.
Is it called the Buck? I fucking hate it.
Well, no, man. They like kicking it on the Buck, man. I mean, it's more of a because it's Buchanan Street.
Buchanan, I know.
Close to the Buck.
Why we got to abbreviate everything?
Because Buchanan's it's a mouthful.
So, bro.
It's like 3
We ho.
Soho. I mean,
That's different. That ain't we.
That ain't us. That ain't us. We ain't do that. We call the shit the Buck because we black people.
Buck. Do they call it the Buck?
Yeah.
Has it always been the Buck?
Probably.
Because I'm just now hearing about the Buck.
I mean,
and I went to school down the street from the Buck.
I mean, I'm just hearing about it, but I'm also white. So
did you just pronounce the H in that motherfucker?
Have y'all ever listened to the podcast Two Dope Girls?
Two
Dope Girls. It's a podcast. I don't know it's still going now. It's 2 comedians, and they're both black. But one of them always dated white guys, and the other one was like, "Oh, are you dating a white?" And she'd always say it like that, and it's always stuck out in my mind.
Kevin Say says Wahites.
Man, cheers to
Did y'all pour? There's something in the cup.
There's something in there. I don't even know what cheers are to. I just want to cheers to it.
Here's
Drinking my cup.
To the Buck.
To the Buck.
To the Buck.
But no, I liked the Buck, and I thought it was really cool, and I thought it was really fun that like everybody was just walking around having a good time.
And there were no gunshots.
Have you been to?
There was not a single gunshot. That's the thing is everybody was being super fucking cool.
Good job, Pete.
You ever been to Southern V over there?
What's up?
You been to Southern V over there?
No.
Southern V is
I still
good.
haven't been to Southern V.
No, I heard it's good.
Man, it's good. It's vegan soul food, and not gonna lie to you, their turnip greens are fucking smacking.
Yeah, you keep talking about them.
Yeah,
I've
been talking about.
It ain't Alice's though.
Alice don't make turnip greens. She makes collards.
I mean, it still ain't her greens.
It ain't Alice greens. My stepmom's greens are goated.
Popular opinions. I like mustard greens.
Them hoes.
I like mustard greens too.
Like if I had to pick between the 3, that's probably my favorite.
I
The
gotta
ones
go
Katie
collard.
did for Christmas, them motherfuckers was damn close.
They were damn close.
They were damn close.
I try to follow Alice's recipe as much as possible.
You didn't
That's
use.
fine.
It's because you didn't use lard.
No, I use coconut oil.
Yeah.
I only tried to make them
You
once.
can't make
and then
greens
I realized,
healthy.
Yes, you can. Only reason I even put the fucking fat back in there is because Vic wanted it.
I was like, you guys gotta be
I
fat
use
back in the green.
I use liquid aminos.
I don't even know what that is.
It's healthy soy sauce.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, gives it
okay.
like a smoky bacon-esque
I have
flavor.
I have coconut aminos in the house. That I,
Yes.
use
I don't need no
I
bacon.
use coconut oil. I
Yeah,
use
swine,
garlic
baby.
cloves. I use liquid aminos.
I need to lay off the swine, man. 'cause,
You ain't
know,
gotta eat the swine. You just gotta let it cook in the swine.
I
Honestly.
love it though.
So it was when I was
pork.
working at Edgefield. We used to have a really good meet and three during the day. I was working with Deborah Collins. I don't know if any of y'all know Deborah. She moved away. She'd been a bartender on there, but she was like Alley Cat, Edgefield. She'd been all over.
Okay.
Recipes Alley Cat. But she kind of got me into like eating soul food on that meet and three, and I was like, what's this mush? Is this spinach? And she's like, oh, these are greens, babe. And I was like, oh, what's this mush? And she was like, you put a lot of hot sauce on them. I was like, all right. I didn't know until I worked there that a garbage bag full of collard greens will make you roughly a 12-ounce cup. Of
Yeah,
collard
they
greens,
cook
man.
down.
It's-
Yeah, they wilt
Yeah.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they
like
cook
spinach.
I cooked 3 bundles for us on Christmas, and
You needed more.
no, I didn't.
It was only 5 of us eating, 5, 6 of us, right?
Shit,
yeah, I mean,
7.
but it still made like.
Oh yeah, Austin came through.
It still made like a really like decent pot, but it was like after it cooked down, it was like the right amount because it
Yeah.
wasn't like a lot of like liquid so in between the shit.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah,
also
them greens was-
Alice's secret weapon also helped like with the filler on that. So
Hell yeah,
So,
those
yeah.
fuckers were fire.
Yeah.
That mac and cheese was hitting too.
Yeah, mac and cheese was it. And I'm not a big fan of pot mac and cheese. Like your pot mac and cheese was good. I've always
Crock pot, baby.
yeah the crock pot joint. I think that might have been my first or second time having.
I
crock
would,
pot
I
mac
would,
and
I
Gouda,
would,
baby.
I would take that mac and cheese
Wait, what'd
over
you do?
baked mac and cheese.
smoked Gouda
cheese. I
cheese.
love baked mac and cheese, man.
Yeah,
Man,
I mean, because I know a lot of people don't like to eat
We've
pork.
been talking about food the whole
but, yeah.
episode.
I mean, we
But
work
like
in the food and beverage industry.
smoked Gouda, like for my macaroni and
Sheesh.
cheese, heavy cream, stick
I
of
think that's what
butter.
it was.
Yeah,
We always had cheese
And
grits
milk.
at we always had cheese grits at Marche. But every once in a while they do the smoked Gouda grits.
Oh man,
And they'd always have like before shipping, they're like, "All right, guys, we're doing the Gouda grits today. You guys cannot order any grits until after we get through the rush," because they knew the staff would just eat all
Yeah.
of it. It was
We need to put on a
so
fucking
good.
grit competition just so we
question.
can just eat everything.
question: Are they doing Marche at Margot like during the day?
They were. I think that just ended.
Really?
Fuck.
I honestly don't know how they did that, man, because I've worked at both, worked at Margot and worked at Marche. And Marche, like after working at Margot, it is like going from like a trailer to like a mansion.
Wow.
Because Margot, what she does in there with that amount of space blows my mind.
Dude,
It
the food is
is
amazing
not
there.
Big. There is not a lot of room. And that's why that's like why we had French press coffee when I worked at Margot, because you couldn't fit a fucking coffee maker anywhere. Like that place was tiny. It was an old garage. So when Marche closed, she auctioned off a lot of the stuff, and I think they brought the staff up to do the day stuff there.
Yeah,
But that kitchen is not very big there.
not no
you
space
know?
for people.
And at Marche, there was never less than like 7 people behind the line. Like 3 on the line, and like people doing prep, people washing dishes.
Cause Margot, she did some dope shit, man. Like she would take her
Still
staff.
does. No, it's still. Oh, like the trip still.
The
like
trips she took the staff to what was it, Nantucket or some shit like that?
that? The Bay.
The
it's-
Northern Bay.
Bro,
or some
Marche
shit.
breakfast is so
I remember
fucking
Flowers was telling me
fire.
about the trip. Like,
Said it was to
They're,
the
like,
whole staff,
beautiful, yeah.
man.
Oh man, I can't think of it now.
Dude, but fucking have y'all eaten at Margot? Have you had Margot?
I haven't had
I haven't.
Margot. I've had Marche.
Oh no,
multiple
You got to do that.
go to Margot.
You got to do
And
that.
honestly, for what you're getting, it's like not like Wayne Hannon got me into it. Wayne, he and Zanny were like regulars there. He's like, no, if you go, and do it right, get a shareable, get a small plate, have your entrees, get dessert, get a bottle of wine, get some coffee at the end. By
Yeah.
the way, you're probably still going to break 150.
Okay.
Like it's very fairly priced for what you're getting there, and it's amazing. And you can do it casual.
I've had leftovers from Dava because like Dava brought some stuff over after she went over there for brunch with her sister, but it was like it was a crepe, but it had like sun-dried tomatoes and like spinach and something. So it was fucking like me and Brandy like smashed it.
Dude, okay, so during the summers, and I think I came over to 3 when you were working at 3. I would go. Margot would be packed, but like the patio would have a space for like one for me to be one person by myself, and I would just go out there, and I'd order some food, sit on the patio, chill. Usually Christian would be serving me because like she's back over there.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, she is back there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then dude, but every time I go to Margot, man, I have not had a bad thing come out of that kitchen, man.
No, it's amazing.
Like
Haven't had it.
Jim and Tanner went there for the first time. Tanner was like, I don't know why I haven't been to Margot yet. I was like, shit, me neither, motherfucker. It's like right around the corner.
Well, it's funny because Margot kind of started the neighborhood.
Yeah, for real.
There really wasn't much over there, and I saw the same thing when I was in Charlottesville, where there was a restaurant that opened up.
Some would call her the queen of 5 points. Some would.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was like a part of town that didn't have a lot going on, and that went in there, and it just kind of started growing up around it.
Can I get a little taste of that?
Yeah, no.
It's been a while since I've had Jameson in my mouth.
I'm scared of whiskey right now.
Pause.
All right, here you go,
I just want to sample.
But yeah, man.
No, definitely got it.
Definitely go to Margot. I mean, and the people that are listening, man, Margot is in 5 points, right across from the old 1016, and that place that we don't go to.
Yeah, great fucking food.
Yeah, great food, great
So
food.
I've been told.
No,
I've
it's
had
amazing.
it.
And the hardware store. Go to the hardware store.
Please go to the hardware store.
Oh yeah, I
love
fucks with
them.
them.
I actually bought stocking stuffers there.
That's where I got your
Christmas
locks
Eve, I
from.
went there. No,
They're the cutest couple.
And they got the cutest cats inside the hardware store.
Fat ass
They got
cats.
they got cats in
no,
there.
I got my
Cat's big
girlfriend
as
oh God, how do you say it? What's that? That coloring on metal, luminescent?
Luminescent?
No, that's not the right word.
You said the coloring of metal.
God, the Jameson's cooking it now. Iridescent. I
was gonna say
bought
iridescent.
her an iridescent knife there because I saw them there, and I was just like, okay, this would be a good stocking stuffer. It's actually a good knife.
I mean, they're a good hardware store too, man. And they still use the old school cash register
And
sometimes.
they're incredibly helpful.
Hell yeah, they are.
Because I go in there and I'm like, hey, I need to do this thing in my house, and I don't know how to do that, and I don't know what I need for it. And they're like, all right, let me walk you through this.
Yeah.
Dumb
Yeah, he
city
helped me
boy.
get my my little trailer hitch and shit for my truck that I don't need.
See, and that is what Nashville has to get back to doing. I'm just not saying
Man,
because
good
of
luck.
our side, just every neighborhood, man. Get back to being a community.
Get back to being a fucking human.
Well, no, get back to being a community, man. That
Shit.
was one thing that made this place, this city that we all, most of us moved to and love to this day, is that it was a community, man. You might have been from out of town and for somewhere different, and you immersed yourself in the culture of the place you were at, and then found out that the community cared for you. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people don't go to Three Crow. It's
You know
because
what- you know what I think the
you know-
Swan song was for East Nashville? I hate to say it because it made me so happy to see it. So I was working. Were you working there at the tornado at Three Crow? Yeah, I was working there at Red Door. We got lucky. It went right over us. Hit y'all. Hit down the street.
Yeah.
Hit Holly.
yeah, I was at
I had just
Crime
gotten
Wolf.
home.
I was at Crime
Oh,
Wolf.
really?
Yeah,
No, we were in the dark, and I was just like throwing everything I could in the walk-in. We had no idea there was a tornado.
right.
And one of our door guys got like a text. Was like, dude, the beast got ripped in half. And I was like, what? Like, we had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
So the next morning, I had no idea Red Door was going to be open. I was still working there. I came down to see if they wanted help cleaning up for the night before, but they were open. They actually had power. But, you know, it was trashed. Beyond the Edge, Drifters, Three Crow, all of the street. All of the street, all of
that
Holly.
burger spot.
But you know what?
Burger Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what was great, though? So many people just showing up.
Dude, that whole night,
They were
man,
just showing up, moving wood, moving pieces. Anybody at pickup truck was there. Like, it was great. It was just people from the neighborhood who were not affected by it, just showing with chainsaws, like cut down trees that were falling.
Cole
over.
was doing that a lot, man. Cole was
Yeah.
cutting down a lot of trees, man. And we
It was like that during the flood.
like
too.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah, it was. Like Jamie didn't have to do what he did, man. Jamie, we talked to Jamie about it, and it was just like, man,
Jamie White.
yeah, Jamie White, dude was going out to North Nashville, man. This motherfucker was on top of roofs, tarping roofs, and doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that's what Nashville's about, and I don't want to see this city lose that because right now, man, all the people that are coming into the city, and
Who
all
are still coming here.
and who are still coming here. I mean, I hate to say it. Actually, I don't even hate to say it anymore. It's California. I'm sorry for all the people that listen from California.
It's like, but how do you instill that into them so that they don't fuck up what was already built?
I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
so you guys might disagree with me. Is everybody from here? Like,
I'm from
I
Virginia.
mean, I've been here since
Virginia.
04.
but I've been here since 06.
I mean, I grew up in North Alabama, and I lived in Tennessee now for 22 years.
Yeah.
I'm born and bred Tennessee, but
Yeah.
But I also grew up in Huntsville, which my high school had like more Patels alone than black kids.
Yeah.
You know, like Huntsville was like nobody was from there. You're there.
Wait, you
for-
said Patels?
What did you call them?
literally
everybody's
just.
last name is.
Oh no,
yeah.
literally just the last name Patel.
Patel.
Like, like Smith in India. No, like
I thought they were trying to say pastel. I was like, pastels?
Huntsville-
What?
Huntsville, everybody was there for the medical field, missile defense, which my father worked in. Like, it was a huge, like, like I got culture shock going to my first college. I was like, oh, this is real Alabama. I grew up in Huntsville. That's like if you're in Nashville and then you go to like Pulaski. You're like, oh, this is real Tennessee.
It's the home of NASA, right?
Yeah.
Pulaski's the home of something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have to drive through that all the time, and I hated it. Anyway,
I want to drive through. Can we go to Pulaski?
Fuck no.
is that on the way to Mrs. Winters?
If it's on the way to Mrs. Winters,
Can we just stop through Pulaski?
You know what's crazy
I'll
is that
take that
whenever I
risk.
was in high school, we went to basketball camp at University of Kentucky, and there was the school
Wildcats?
that was also there. Yeah, there was a school that was also there from Pulaski, and they were on the same floor as us, and all those girls, they obviously didn't have any black kids on their basketball team, but all those girls loved the fuck out of me, and we had the best fucking time. Like, bitches ended up getting their hair cornrowed for the first time in their life. Got me sitting up late as hell. Like, I'm braiding hair. We're all cutting up. Like,
you are changing lives.
Yeah.
Don't
Dude.
believe the stereotypes.
So let me ask y'all this: do you feel? Because I'm wondering about this because Nashville is not unlike Huntsville. And I lived in Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro is a college town. Everybody's from there. Being in like the real South versus being in places like Nashville, do you think Southern hospitality is a thing, or do you think that people move to the South, think that Southern hospitality is a thing, and are therefore doing Southern hospitality?
I think Southern hospitality is a thing.
It is a thing.
I think it's and I think we don't.
I'm from here.
We didn't. I mean, I'm from technically the South. I'm from Southern Virginia, which is technically the South. But you said what?
Huh?
What was that? If you can hear, nigga.
I said God's country.
God's country. Yeah. But no, I don't think we consider it Southern hospitality. We just consider it like being normal. And then people come down and say like, these motherfuckers are really nice down here.
That's the thing.
but they don't bring it.
No, because they don't have it.
Yeah.
They don't know how.
But I've also been to so
And
many
they don't
parts
have
of the when I've been to so many parts in the South where I felt like I was not welcomed, and there was not any hospitality.
All my life.
And so I'm fair. And I just remembered who and what I am, and thank you for that check. No, you got me. It's been great seeing you guys.
Cheers to that.
You know what? No.
Cheers
Thank
what?
you for putting me in my place.
Ain't
That was
nothing
great.
Nah.
I missed it.
This is one thing.
I was a cisgender white male talking about like not being polite to.
No,
And
but
so,
but it is but it's
Well,
fair
shit.
because whenever you are made to feel uncomfortable and it's very obvious that people are trying to make you feel uncomfortable. So yes.
Did anybody say white boy?
no.
Okay, cool. You were good then.
They said, Mr. Combs.
No,
Mr. Coombe.
Coombe.
Mr. Coombe.
Oh God,
Coombe.
it's always come. They always say come. I've
Mr.
never
Cum?
understood that.
Mr. Coombe.
Well, it's spelled Coombe. So it should be like you would think Coombe would be the most like
That actually makes more
like
sense.
Davo.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
but they're like it's not comb
It's cool.
because comb's only got one O
it's
and
two
no
O's.
E.
It's
But
ooh.
cum has a U.
Cool.
It's
And
ooh.
two O's.
Two O's
make
is
a
a ooh.
Yeah. But I think they overthink. They're like, no. I remember prom my senior year at the Olive Garden. They're like, come party of two, and I was like, here we go.
Yeah. Yes. Shit, I hope so.
Come
It's
party
pr-
of two. Shit, make it three.
Shit,
I too can relate on your name getting fucked up. I get Sadiq all the time.
it's a dick.
It's a dick.
And I'm like, well, Q's are pronounced with a UE at the end. So it's not.
A lot of people probably
It's
didn't take
not
phonics growing up.
CK. So it's
Oh my God.
Sadiq.
I had a phonics class.
Can I live?
Katie's a dick.
This is a funny thing. Last night at the bar,
Katie sucks dick. What? I didn't say that.
I thought that's how
Well.
you said it last night.
a guy came up to the counter last night at work and was trying to close out. He's like, I'm gonna close out my tab. I was gonna close out my friends too. It's under Willie Johnson, and I was like, your boy's name is Willie Johnson.
Yes.
And I looked up his tab and it was Johnson-William. And I was like, his name is Willie Johnson. Like his parents were mean. He's like, oh no, man, his middle name's Peter. His name was
Willie Peter Johnson.
His
I
name
was
is
like, they couldn't get a Richard in there anywhere.
William Peter Johnson.
his name is a whole fucking joke.
All right, so we're getting to that time.
Yeah, I wish we had like some Jeopardy music. We gotta get some Jeopardy
Oh,
music.
what's the countdown? How much time have we got left?
We got enough.
Man, we got
Enough for
time.
you. It's got time. It's on our
So,
side.
Steven, you've listened to our podcast, obviously. So this is that question, the answer portion, where we hit you with them 3 basic questions.
Their questions are basic. Mine is very intricate.
Yes.
I'm
Really?
put my glasses on. I'm ready.
You took notes before you came.
So I'm gonna go first, Steven. What's your walk-in story? It's the basis of our show. You know, our walk-in is our therapy session. Like, you know, we go in there like to scream, to cry, to
Sometimes
fuck, to
I go-
suck, to do whatever
I
we
go
need
rub-
to do to go in
I'll go
there
rub it
because
out if I have to.
That's the only place that we get to
Spickety
go
splack.
and vent.
Splack.
Something about that cold. Whenever you hit that cold, it's just like life changing.
Because you're
But
not
if-
hot anymore, right?
But if you create friction with yourself,
That's a lot, Clay. That's a masturbation joke, and it wasn't funny.
and you're still going.
We heard you the first time. We weren't going to acknowledge it.
You're still going.
I figured if we just were quiet, it would stop.
and you just got to keep going until you finish.
There it is. So, Steven, back to you.
I was fearful of this because I actually have
Sorry.
2 different walking stories. One
Well,
is kind of
fuck.
sad, one's kind of funny.
All right, let's hit us with
the funny one first.
sad one first.
I want to finish it sad.
Like, let's start low and then pick up high.
Kind of like the bad news before the good news.
Am
When
I
they
gonna-
go low, I go to hell.
Yes.
All right, Michelle.
When you go lower, I go to hell. Yes.
No, like,
Michelle.
So the walk-in actually became a solace for me. So I'm gonna try to get this as quick as I can.
You good?
I started at Edgefield as a temporary job because I worked at a restaurant. I knew how to serve, and I knew enough about bartending. Because granted, I wasn't making like Manhattans and old fashions at Chewy's. And so Paul was like, "Hey, we need somebody to fill in for 2 weeks. Our daytime bartender got hurt, and daytime is mostly serving, but you still do some bartending." I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'm in." And then I was there for 6 years, whatever. So that's how I started there. So I started off working days, and I also started off there when my dad got sick.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
So that's like when it was like the Alzheimer's already started. And so I was also pulling into like just being in East Nashville and whatnot. I'm sorry, this is too much to talk about right now.
No, you're fine.
But
no,
yeah,
let's go, baby.
but no, like that was a thing. There were days where you'd have those bad days. And honestly, the
Yes.
walk-in was like,
Sanctuary.
literally, it's where you cool down. Like
Yeah.
there are times where like I would be taking care of customers. I might be hungover from the night before. I might hate my coworker that I'm working with that day. There might be somebody who's mad that we won't poach eggs. Like, you know, it's that stuff. I'm just kidding. That never happened at Edgefield. But no, like the walk-in was like that place where I went to like. That was
Moment
like
is
it was
in,
there.
yeah.
It's like you know, like when you're at work.
The hell was that, Devin?
What the fuck was
happened?
Dude, you in there? You all right?
He in there rubbing one out, baby.
No, I think stop with masturbation, man. I think I let it go. Pun intended.
Yeah. we know what's on his mind.
Yeah, you just ready to get home.
That's
and-
cool, man.
Yeah.
I want a church's chicken biscuit, and you're like over here ripping something else. But no, like that was the thing. Like it was when you're at work, that is a break from your life, and when you're off work, that should be a break from work. And I feel like I had too many jobs where Edgefield was like not great for that. I was always working even when I was off work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, my second walk-in story, which is way funnier, is there was a period. Y'all might know this. I'm pretty square. I'm terrible with drugs. I don't like doing drugs. I'm the worst at it.
We don't know what you're talking about, bro.
No,
I've never done a drug a day in my life.
Nobody in here does drugs. Trust us.
I prefer refreshments.
But you know people who do because you hung out at Edgefield.
Edgefield actually has another nickname, but we're not going to speak about
I'm
that.
fully aware of what it is.
What was
Cool.
it?
I don't know. Continue, Steve.
But I had anxiety problems for a while. I began because of what we were just talking about. And so I was actually trying, like, maybe I could try doing, like, the CBD thing or, like, trying smoking weed that's high in CBD and whatnot. And I think, like, I used to hit, like, a certain somebody who played darts with pen every once in a while. It's kind of,
Yeah.
like, cool down. Because I learned that alcohol exacerbates
Yes.
anxiety.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So I made that missed call for, like, 3 years before I figured that one out. So, God, who was that girl who worked at Three Crow for a minute? The blonde girl from California. Ooh.
Lacey?
No.
No, Lacey's from Florida.
Blonde hair. I can't remember. Anyway,
Yeah.
she was in the bar. It was a busy night, and I ran out of cigarettes. I was running out of the cigarette
Maddie?
machine. No.
No, it ain't Maddie.
Maddie doesn't have blonde hair, does. It's my
Maddie's
best
not-
friend.
yeah.
Oh, I love Maddie though. She's so great.
She is.
But I was running out of the cigarette machine to grab some cigarettes, and she was like, "Hey, you want to hit my pen?" And I was like, I'm good. I really don't need that right now. We're pretty busy. And she's like, oh, no. It won't get you high. It's super CBD. And she like told me like whatever dumb name it has. Like it's Sativa Riva, whatever. Like I don't know anything about that shit. And I was like, okay, cool. It'll help me relax while I'm getting through there on my shift. Cool. So,
Nope.
I took a hit. I walked behind the bar. It was me and James Sharp. And I got behind the computer and I was like, fucked. I got so high so quickly. I was just staring at this thing like it was Mission Control in Houston. And like I looked over at James and I was like,
we have a problem.
I'm sorry. Because like, we were like 3 deep around the bar. And I was so high. I am so bad at being high. That's why I don't like doing it. Like I'm not great at being drunk, but I am terrible at being high. And so like I tried. I was like taking care of customers. Like, do you want to close out? No? Are you sure? Like I was just like I was so done. And I went in. I literally sat on a keg. I think I picked up a bag of rolls that we had in there. I was just like hugging them. Like,
you were high as shit.
Oh God, it was the worst. I remember like I kept losing count doing the money. I couldn't count to 50 on the one, so I was making 5 stacks of 10. It was so bad.
Yeah, bro, you were high.
Is it Ashley?
Ashley.
Was that her name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who
Cuckoo-
apparently
cuckoo
liked
for-
me and hated everybody
Cuckoo
else.
for Cocoa Puffs.
She
I don't know,
loved me.
Ashley.
I actually never had a problem with her. She just seemed to
Whoa.
really
We're gonna
not
stop
like
saying our
anybody else.
government name.
Not.
We're gonna edit that name out.
Because she was friends with Eric.
We can keep the first name.
Eric
but
from who works with me at the gym. Works at the
Beefcake.
gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chick I used to work at
What
TGI
friends-
Fridays with.
no, I don't fucking know who you worked at Fridays.
No,
with.
that was Angela.
No.
I used to work with Angela.
God.
She was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, I know Angela. Next question.
I'm taking the glasses off for yours.
Cheers.
Cheers to that walking though.
Yeah, cheers. That's hilarious.
He said he went into the walk-in and grabbed some rolls and just started hugging them.
I was so done.
I feel like I feel like most restaurants and bars should have like some type of room for employees to go like decompress.
Unfun fact.
They do. It's the walk-in.
So it's funny because when I
Something
worked,
that's not cold.
You need it.
so when I worked at Verizon, I did work at Verizon, the call center in Murfreesboro for a minute.
Same, but not much.
They didn't do this there. Verizon was actually a really good company to work for. I just hated the job. I got friends who are still working there for my training class, and that was in like 2012.
Sheesh.
But I worked with this girl who was from T-Mobile, and she was like, "Oh no, they did not take care of us," and we literally had a scream room. The T-Mobile call center,
I
think it was
believe it.
T-Mobile, had like an actual scream room. Like you just go in and scream, punch the
believe it.
walls. Like it was. I was like, was it padded?
I want one of those breaking like those glass rooms. Like you just go in with a fucking bat and just smash
Oh yeah, they
shit
have
the
one
fuck
downtown
up.
somewhere.
You really?
Yes.
Who was it that we worked with that said they worked?
I want that shit.
I think at Audrey they have a room where people can go in to calm down, read a book or some shit.
You see, this was weird because like I started working in restaurants in 1994. This makes me feel old. But like back in the day, like I remember working at Logan's and being like, "Oof, this is rough. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette." You go to the kitchen and smoke. You go back by the dish pit that had a little ashtray stuck to the wall.
In the kitchen.
You could smoke back there. Yeah,
Inside.
yeah.
Yeah, just
This is
healthy.
where you would smoke. You go back to the
Is it healthy?
kitchen,
It's healthy.
all the steam. Like, no, the dishwasher had an ashtray above the washer. Like, you were smoking back there.
No bullshit.
I
Dishwasher.
smoked-
Whoever's your dishwasher does need an ashtray back there.
No,
while
I
I
smoked
smoke.
when I was a dishwasher when I was 16. No, like that's the thing. Like, you had the area, you had the office, and you had the kitchen, and you had this place where you could go smoke right back there.
Sometimes I enjoy washing dishes in a restaurant. I'm not gonna lie. One of my guilty pleasures.
That's not a guilty, that's a different kind of pleasure.
Also, if you see us outside smoking a cigarette, don't talk to us.
Please
Yeah.
don't talk to
We're
us.
not trying to
man.
talk. We're trying to
That
get
really
this
is our
cigarette
moment. Is in. We love you. We don't hate you. We don't dislike you any less. But like that's like
We got 1 minute.
we're just trying to like
maybe
look,
less.
I said this before on here. Like we literally like will choose smoking a cigarette over pissing. Like I will smoke a cigarette before I'm going to go use the bathroom.
For
I
the
will.
record,
Facts.
Chewy's Midtown, because we had
Facts.
that box around the dumpsters. I did both at the same time.
Fucking why
You have that. Y'all have that.
Genetic disposition.
Yes.
You could get you a Shiwi.
she
Wow.
I don't trust it.
I don't.
What do you do with that? Like, how do you clean it? I don't get it.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Do you put it back in your
I
purse?
have
I
next,
would.
okay.
Next question. This
Looking
is
at-
coming from me.
Yeah.
This is our 86 portion. You know what it is. 86. We're out of that shit.
Do you know what it is? Do you know?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay. I was curious.
If there was anything in an industry that you would like to see less of or just totally get rid of, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be like totally restaurant related, but it has to be restaurant related. What would you 86?
What would I
My
86
brother.
from the service industry?
Just anything. It can be the fucking stupid ass fucking hats that girls wear when it's not even sun out.
The big ones, the wide brims,
the big fucking derby hats.
the Germantown hat.
I knew I should have thought about this stuff.
Hate those. No man, we got time, bro. Take your time. We just over here looking at crazy contraptions for girls to piss
I'm
in.
looking at a
Oh, are you
shiwi.
looking up shiwis?
Yes, I did not know what it was, but that's what a shiwi is.
Maybe we should have got Katie that for Christmas. You should have got Katie that for Christmas.
Well, I don't know what you do with it. Do you pee
How
with it and then put it back in your purse, or do you? Just
I
throw
don't
it-
know.
I mean, yeah, like,
that
are you
is-
gonna rinse it out?
Do you throw it in the dishwasher?
I'm sorry.
Do you throw it in
Are there sizes?
Is it dishwasher safe?
I mean, how big is your pussy? That's a big hole.
Some people got fat cats. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying some people got fat cats.
Juicy.
Just
How does
shit.
it fit? Like,
We're just
like
giving
what
you
is it
time to
like?
think, Steve.
It look
I don't know.
it
I'm
look-
just confused.
It looks like the long part goes by your asshole.
I'm pretty
and
sure that it cuffs like the cooch. Like that's what that
that's
is.
the cooch cup.
But
Like,
it's
the
still
back
like,
part,
it
cuffs the
doesn't like
back.
point out. It's still pointing straight down.
No,
so I-
it's like a.
It's like a
cup.
dick.
Oh,
It's like a yeah. It's kind of like a cup.
It's like a portable urinal.
Yeah. See, look at that shit. It's like a cup.
It's like a portable urinal.
I don't.
it still points straight down. Y'all, how am I supposed to angle that
I
shit?
mean, I
I
think
mean,
you
you
can
still gonna have to
it's-
squat.
I'm thinking no, you won't. I think you can just move it around.
Well, they say
So
you
what?
can-
You just supposed to do like a wide stance
But
and then hope that it don't
that's-
splash on your
that's what, like,
ankles?
that's for
I
skinny-
just no.
that's for
I think it's meant to go.
That's for
here,
skinny
and
pussies.
then goes in front of you. So
Like,
it's like,
like
you're
what
peeing.
if,
That's what I'm saying.
What if
Are
a
there
girl got a
sizes?
fat pussy?
I think you do it.
What
like
if you got
she's
a fat
doing.
cat?
Yeah.
I was-
Okay, Clay. Can you please ask the question?
I'm sorry, that's not.
I did ask the question.
that
He's
he
thinking
did.
about it.
I'm totally distracted.
Sorry, this is my first time seeing this.
I'm just thinking about the name Fat Cat Slims now.
It's almost a double entendre,
Yeah.
but it's also like
Uh,
colliding with the name. Fat Cat Slim.
Yeah, shiwi.
Slim Thick.
Fat cat.
man, I should have thought about this ahead of time. Like, what would I 86?
Yeah, you can get whatever the fuck you want to get rid of, bro.
Can it be like a world peace type thing?
Hey, whatever, bro. It's your world. This is your
Honestly,
episode.
It's and this kind of bugged me a lot working at Chewy's. I really hate the assumptions of your clientele, kind of like we were talking about earlier.
Mm.
And it goes both ways. I remember, because here's the thing, and I'm sorry, I'm speaking like a white guy who's had too much Jameson, which is like the most white guy thing I can say
I
today.
mean, it's Irish.
That's
as
pretty
fuck.
white.
But
It's
like,
Irish.
I was
Irish
working at Chewy's one night, and I was in a section where it's me and another guy. We had sections next to each other, and the sections were often used for parties, which usually meant we had to split up the section. Like, hey, I gotta take your table for my section, so you can have this table for mine.
Yeah.
And we had done the rotation. It was pretty open right now, and they were like, hey guys, there's a group of 21 going down. Who wants it? I looked around the corner. I was in the back, and it was a bunch of kids from TSU, like early 20s. And I was like, okay. And I was like, Los, this is the guy who I was working with, who happened to be black. And I was like, do you want this party, or do you want me to take it?
He said no.
Carlos was
"Hell
like,
no."
oh, fuck no. And I was like, well, that's weird. And
Not-
like, and don't be wrong, like they were all like 21, 22. I checked all their IDs, like fresh and drinking. I didn't know how many different ways you could order the same margarita, and they found a way.
Yeah.
One kid had to stop taking their drink orders to go grab them water because the creamy jalapeno was too spicy for him. Like, it was like a whole thing.
Cream jalapeno is fucking delicious.
It is. It's
Sorry,
not
continue.
spicy.
It's not that spicy.
It's
at all.
not.
But no, it's
Pussy.
that thing, and I deal with this constantly where people will complain about a group of people come to their bar, and they all have the same complaints. Like, they say they don't tip, they say they won't start taps, they say they're rude and all stuff, and I'm just like, and I think you said it best once. You said, I think it was on a Facebook post, or you might have told me, you said, why is it whenever I tell people I work in a restaurant or bar, they always ask
They
if I
assume
cook?
if I'm in the back of house
Yeah.
Or security.
Yeah.
or security.
No, that's the thing. Like, no, I worked at Red Door.
It's real.
I worked with black people. They were never front of house. They were always security. Another thing, and so I have talked with my boss about it once. I was like, we have nothing but white people working here. And, like, my boss, I love him. He is great, and he takes care of his people. He's on the conservative side, although he will not claim Republican. He's on the conservative side, and he was like, I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing: is like people will complain about black people not tipping, not taking care of the people.
White people don't
And you know
tip
what?
either.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
Here's the
if
point
you're
I
gonna
made.
tip, you're gonna
You
tip.
ever work Sunday brunch with after church people?
Well,
Them
here's,
white motherfuckers don't tip for shit.
They done gave all their money to the Lord.
to 10%.
oh, and they leave you those cards that tell
Unless
you
they
about
like
the
you.
If
That means
Jesus- if Jesus
Jesus
can-
that made more than you on a
Man,
Sunday.
Well,
exactly.
here was the point I made. The point I made
Shit.
about it was I was like,
Give
if
Jesus
you're
10,
not-
at least give me 18.
if you're not going to invite these people to work in what you do, then you can't expect them to not understand what you do.
Exactly.
And that's a thing, and that's what bothers me.
It is a thing.
And
Representation is everything.
because no, that happened once. There was a little conversation I had with a server at Chewy's, and she was like, "They didn't fucking tip me shit. Don't they know I make only $2.13 an hour?" And I was like, "I bet they
Probably
don't know that
not.
Yeah, no.
because they've never worked in this industry."
Nope.
Never had the opportunity to.
Right.
Always get put in back of the house. Always end up being a dishwasher. Always
Yeah.
end up being, if you're a cute black girl, you end up being a host.
A host.
A forever host, too. Like, you not moving up unless you're one of the good ones, and they decide to give you a servant position or essay position. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So,
I mean,
so we're 86
Oh, no.
in the ignorance.
Literally last night, somebody was asking, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And I was like, "I'm going on a podcast called Tales from Walking." Like, "Oh, cool. What's it about?" I'm like, "So what you would think? It's about we're in the service industry." And they're like, "Oh, I want to look it up." And they brought up their phone. And they were like, "Are they all black?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Why
Like,
is
no,
that a
was
question?
like no, that was an actual thing. They were like,
It was like,
"Are they all black?" And
why?
I was like, "Because black people don't work in the service industry." Like, no, it was like an actual thing, and I thought it was like this weird microcosm of the bigger problem.
What the fuck? Who is this guy?
I
Don't tell
want
me.
to know.
is he in the service industry?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
he can go
okay.
fuck himself.
So we're 86 in ignorance.
So
That's what it sounds like.
Here's the thing is like, I lean into it, and here's the thing is like, people are like, "Oh, I hate it when they want to start tabs." I'm like, you know what though? I've never had a black person walk out on their tab. I haven't. So when people
No.
like sit down and they're like, "We just
You
want to
know
get some
what?
food and a
You're
couple drinks,"
fucking right.
and you know what? I will just start them a name tab, and
No, because niggas always want to make sure they don't get charged 20%, even though they're going to tip you 18 to 20%.
Well, no, you
they
have
just want to be, just don't want it to.
you have a percentage of the population who don't trust anything because they have been taught not to, because they
For
shouldn't, because they've
sure.
been fucked over. So like,
Yeah.
I understand that want to start a tab, and so like, no, I'm like, all right, you want to get food? Cool, here you go. I will start them a tab, and they will almost always pay it.
But black people have gotten better about it. Like, since I started this new job. Yes, Clay has another job on the resume.
Number 66.
Run it. But no, like motherfuckers has been tipping great.
I want to play this real quick because this was sent to me by one of my friends who is also black and he is also in the service industry. But this,
So did you tell us what you're 86 in, or did we just was that like the summary of 86?
Well, no, my idea is I think that you should just. I mean, I'd hate to say like treat everybody the same because it's not.
I mean, yeah.
Here's the thing: is if a white person says, "Why do I have to start a tab?" I'm like, "Because I fucking said so." If a black person says, "Why do I have to start a tab?" I'm like, "I mean, you don't have to. I'll start you up."
Yeah, just close it up.
Because like,
Proof in
sorry,
the pudding, man.
lean into it.
Yeah.
Like, and if that's what your biggest problem is, I have coworkers even currently who are weird about that.
For sure.
Like they're like, "No, I don't want to have Remy behind the bar." I'm like, "Why not?" I don't want to have.
Needs to be some kind of
Hennessy over there. I'm
cognac.
like,
We got Hennessy,
I-
ladies.
white people like cognac also.
I don't like to have Hennessy behind the bar, but
yeah, we got
I would do
Hennessy.
any other cognac besides it. I just think Hennessy's trash, personally.
I think so too. Also,
It
you
ain't
were
for
talking
me.
earlier about fried hard. There are two other things I've learned that white people don't say that black people do, and one of them is what brown means. People will be like, "What do you have that's brown?" I'm like,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I've got whiskey, I've got bourbon. They're like, "No, what do you have that's brown?" And I was like, "Those are brown."
They're referring to
Like, I
cognac. They're referring to cognac.
You mean like reposado tequila?
Or
Like,
brandy.
what do you-
Or brandy.
no.
The two most common is
That
gonna be
yak.
it's fucking Jack and fucking Hen.
Eh.
Now people ask for fucking
Or Crown.
Or yes, or Crown. But now
Oh my
people
God.
ask for fucking like Douce. I'm like, no, we're not driving boats
no,
here.
they
I'm sorry.
always say that.
Douce is actually not a bad cognac.
It's not, but it had my brother literally ass up at the fucking beach, passed the fuck out.
I wasn't there for that.
Nope, you weren't. But
Sound
all
like
the
you
kids,
wanted to be.
all the kids,
Didn't say I wanted to be.
all the kids were there, and I'm like literally
All
having
the
to like
kids
jerk
were
his
there.
ass up and drink. I'm like, because he got drunk midday.
Like, was his
at
face
the
like in the
beach.
sand and he was just like dead, looking like a fucking
Yes,
flamingo?
They started burying him in the sand. Because that's what children do.
Yes,
I didn't know-
petty.
I didn't know what brown meant. I thought
Yes.
I was like, you mean like RC?
The
I
thing
didn't know
about,
what you meant
the thing
brown.
about it, brown literally means Jack, Crown, or Hennessy.
Hennessy.
It doesn't mean whiskey
Or
it doesn't
Remy.
mean or Remy. But no, it really means Jack, Crown, or Henny. And now, dare I say, niggas.
Dare I say, boy, you sound like Foghorn Leghorn.
But dare I say, I
Dare I
do.
say,
boy.
boy, I tell you.
I declare.
Real quick, I want to play this clip that my friend Todd sent to me on fucking TikTok because it's the dumbest shit ever, and I'm tired of people trying to use this as a justification as to not tip, i.e., black people, my people, our people.
Please
like
tip.
this shit,
Please.
right here.
It started because restaurants didn't want to pay black waiters after they ratified the 15th Amendment. This way they can still work as slaves for $0 and only be paid by voluntary tips from customers. In 1915, they actually prohibited tipping because of this. At T's. You know, tipping was racist.
So
You said
yes,
tipping is racist?
Tipping is racist.
tipping was considered racist. It's no
There
longer
is-
a thing.
All
There
right,
is
go
slightly
ahead,
more
hit
of
us
that,
with the
though.
facts.
Right. I'm not saying, but like there's so much of that shit goes around the internet so fucking much that literally like that's why people try to justify not tipping whenever they go out. And I think that's my initial problem with that video.
Yeah.
Because he's not trying to like justify why you should tip because it's like it's changed.
Mm-hmm.
But that bothered me whenever Todd sent it to me because it's not the first time I've seen or heard.
What also
So
goes,
is he trying to
mentality.
like justify like people shouldn't tip?
well, it also so
Because that's fucking stupid.
I've heard that, and that I'm pretty sure that's true. But also, prohibition was a big part of that too,
Uh-huh.
because people would tip during prohibition if they went to places where you were illegally.
You're not supposed to be
served.
drinking.
Yeah.
Right. So
Kinda
like
like we
it's
did
a
during the
compound
pandemic.
thing, and like I actually hate the tipping thing. I really do.
Mm.
And I honestly tell people, they're like, you know, like people get in talent because I tip 40%, 50%, 100%. I'm just like,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, motherfucker. If everybody tipped me 20%, I would make the same money.
Yeah,
Because for every person that tips 40 or 50%, there's somebody who tips 5 or 10.
Yeah.
for sure.
And it all comes out in the wash.
For sure.
So I would make the money either ways. Or my company could just pay me a decent wage.
I mean, but
and
think
y'all
about
wouldn't
it.
have to tip.
But think about it.
Because
Would
we're
you
making you a shit ton
no,
of
no,
fucking
no,
money.
no, no, man.
Are you
It's-
going to make them? Would you be as good of an entertainer or
No,
a
no,
server?
no. What was
I feel that.
Who somebody 86 the whole idea of I think it was Chris Webber, and he was like, I want 86 motherfuckers trying to do that $15 an hour shit for us, man. If we wanted to not be getting tips, you'd have to pay us $35 to $40 an hour. Base
Yeah.
speak. I mean, like, and that's-
Unless you want to get back here and do this shit.
but think about it, it's not gonna happen. So I'm a firm believer, man. You know, keep tipping me, keep giving me my $213 because I'm making, and me saying $35 to $40 an hour is kind of being light. It's more so $50 if you're downtown on Broadway on the weekend, man. You're looking at $80 an
oh
hour.
yeah, they're making bang.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
They're walking off of grands a night.
so
like
you want
thousands.
to? Can you imagine being like having to get $15 an hour? You wouldn't have anybody working in bars. Leave us the fuck alone. The shit we've been doing, been working,
Yeah.
and I'm letting y'all know, man. We ain't making just $40,000 a year.
No.
You can fucking double that shit.
It's not like
out here.
you're not
Yeah.
just
And also
paying.
stop thinking that your fucking tip is your entitlement to be like some kind of mind
An
control
asshole.
over us.
Right.
to the customers
Like-
and to the
Or
government, man. Stop
It's not
counting our
gonna- yeah.
pockets. Stop counting our
literally,
pockets.
I literally have people that are like all the time. It's like, well, I ain't put my tip in yet. I don't give a fuck if you have.
I had a guy.
Like, you're not gonna make or break me regardless.
Oh.
you can
Always put-
suck my dick, sir. How
Oh,
about that? Like seriously.
always put the tip
There was a
in.
period of Edgefield where
Always.
I was really like just letting people have it, and this guy we done last call. And the thing is, like at Edgefield we're pretty open. We're like, last call, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
15 minutes, 10 minutes. Like you know it's coming. And this guy at the bar was like, "Hey man, I want to get some more drinks. We're already done serving." He's like, "I'll tip you really well
And
if
they
you let
leave
us get some more
and they
drinks."
That
leave
means
you
you're not
five-
going
three.
to.
They leave you
And
5
then
on 100.
One of the point I said was, I was like, "I'm gonna make $400 tonight. It's a Tuesday. How much are you going to tip me to make a difference?"
I never had the balls. to
And like
ask
the
that
thing is,
question.
like, no, I.
You
did.
never had the balls to say that?
Oh no,
No,
I was
but
also
nobody
I was
ever-
also
it's been
like
a while.
3 sheets. It was one of those nights, but I was just like, "How much are you talking about tipping? Like
How
enough
much?
to like
We can
me
talk
risk my
about it.
job?
We can
to
talk
please,
about
like,
it if it's
it was
enough.
like we paying rent
Like
tonight
what do
or
you
what?
what do you got? Like
I'm like, shit.
I mean, our drinks are pretty cheap there. So
I was like, are we paying rent
what do you,
tonight or no?
So are you taking? I mean, because that means you have to tip me an extra $200 for me to get maybe $75 out of this. So
no, and the thing, we had 2 bartenders on and a bar back and a door guy. So I'm like, how much are you gonna tip?
Yeah.
Like,
you got
The $300, is it really worth it, bro? Just go across the street and grab some beer, man. Call it a night. Take your drunk ass home.
I really
Stop trying to be cool.
I really let him have it after that because I was like, we're almost there.
We are almost there, and I do have. I want to add something to the 86.
I'm almost always there.
Can I add something to 86?
I'm right there right now.
I would like to.
Have you
86,
looked at my pants?
You are just wow. I want an 86 rebar.
86 rebar.
86
yeah.
rebar.
That bitch is on the list.
I think I already did that to it. So.
That bitch
Free
is
bar at
coming.
last.
That bitch ain't coming back at all.
Free bar at last. And my question, most serious question out of all these questions,
Jesus Christ,
Steven.
On a cracker. Literally. You said she's not saying Jesus Christ.
My nigga. I have a really serious question, man.
it ain't that serious.
It's pretty fucking serious.
It is serious. This is gonna we're judging you after this.
Judging the fuck out of you right now, Steven.
Fuck all the other questions and the shit before. This is
it.
This is real.
What is your Waffle House meal?
Man, cue the Jeopardy music. Cue the Jeopardy music. We got to get that on here. We will.
I don't actually go and nub sausage melt plate, Texas toast, scatter cover top.
Fucking liar. I don't really know. And he just spit that shit. I didn't even
You
catch
gotta
it.
understand, in Huntsville growing up, we didn't have any bars that were 18 and up. We only had 21 and up bars. We had 18 up clubs, and they sucked. So if you wanted to go out and like fucking smoke cigarettes and be a hoodlum, and this is also the 90s, so we were very like...
This was Waffle House for
like,
y'all.
we're going to wear all black and talk about how we love the Crow. And like, no, we went to fucking Waffle House. We drank coffee and we smoked cigarettes. And so now, the sausage melt plate, fuck your steak melt, sausage melt.
I'm a steak melt, raisin toast. Hold on.
I've never
Sausage
had a
melt.
sauce. I've
It's because it's off menu. No,
it
you gotta go
sounds like
Starbucks on them and be like, no, I want the sausage melt. I know y'all can do it.
yeah, because they
Get
got
on the
sauce.
Because they got
Texas.
sausages.
Get it on the Texas toast, because why wouldn't you? Sausage melt plate, Texas toast, get the double order hash browns, scattered, covered, topped, and peppered. That is chili, cheese, jalapenos. And you know what you do it? You call it a day. And then the next day you just deal with what you did the night before.
That
and
sounds
that's
like a solid fucking meal.
That is a solid plate. That is.
I probably.
Oh, my
that
friend
shit's fine.
Adam would take it further. He would put
I'll throw
grape
some
jelly
egg.
on a sausage melt.
I'll throw some eggs on that.
Man,
bitch.
throw an egg on that bitch, man.
You got to.
Fried hard.
Fried hard.
Oh, that was the other thing. So when I worked at Marche, we had a woman who would work the grill, and she was on the front side. And so like she's having to make 30 different orders of eggs at the same time. They're all different times. I'm sorry. As far as grill cooks go, I will take a person doing that many eggs over anybody who's making that many
Bruh,
steaks.
they beast.
I ain't gonna lie
And-
to you. I'm a fried hard egg person.
I like it medium. I like it a
I'm
little
over
runny.
medium or poached. But
I do poach
this
too.
woman one day at a table, she was like, I would like my eggs scrambled wet.
What the fuck does that mean?
And I was like, what does that mean?
Oh.
She's like, I want it scrambled, but like not all the way. And I was like, okay.
Oh,
And
over
so-
easy scramble.
So I rang it in, and I was doing something in the back, and Mildred turns, she's like, wet? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, is she black? Because Mildred was black, and I was like,
Her name's Mildred.
Yes.
I've only known a few Mildreds in my life, and I tell you, all of them were black.
Right.
I don't know a black Mildred.
But no,
The last Mildred
I don't
met
know a
was
white
fucking
Mildred.
Hispanic.
but the thing is, like, I took the eggs out, and they look that bad.
Scramble
They
wet.
were scrambled, but they were wet. So
That's
yeah,
a- that's an over easy-
That's like a very
She
deep
just
cut.
got over medium.
What? No, that's
Just-
that's
No,
a
no, they're
shit up.
scrambled.
Wait, yeah, you don't scramble them all the way. Like you're
I
not scrambling them where
get
it's
it.
like- yeah,
I get the
They want the
concept.
juice.
there's nothing
eggs.
wrong with it.
Well, eggs keep cooking after you're done. It's like a steak. It's why you let steaks rest. Eggs will keep cooking. So, like, if you want your eggs perfect over medium, you cook them over
easy.
over light.
Yeah,
And then by the time you sit down with your fucking toast and your hash browns, like, they're perfect over medium.
I like the fucking.
Eggs
runny.
keep cooking.
I
I
love
like
to.
it. I like dipping my steak in the runny egg
I like to cook my
and the yolk.
My son doesn't
Y'all.
really like eggs, but whenever I do cook eggs for him, like I scramble them and I let them like sit slowly, and I like take my spatula and I slightly like scoop it to where it like folds. So yes, they are still wet, but creme fraiche.
Ooh.
I like creme fraiche.
I
Some
prefer
chives in there.
I
Oh, are you
prefer
going
dirty-
to Gordon Ramsay on
dirty
this?
eggs.
Hell yeah, because I love fucking Gordon Ramsay's ass.
All right.
I prefer dirty eggs.
He's aggressive as fuck.
with the bacon grease in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you cook your swine
No.
first,
Sour cream for me, but
and
also
then you throw the eggs in there.
when I went vegan, like full vegan at first, you know what was harder for me? Eggs.
Eggs.
More than meat, more than cheese. I ate so many eggs I didn't
I'm
realize
not
until I went
giving up
vegan.
cheese or eggs ever.
No. I'm
I
eating
don't
that
fuck
shit.
with cheese like that.
Ever in life.
I feel like we're drawing to a close.
We are definitely drawn to a close. I am, man. I really thank you so much, Steve. I've really enjoyed this conversation with you, and
This was a great fucking show.
thank you for
Call this one the Great Show.
we will call it the Great Show.
No, I've already gave it a title. It's called Fried Hard.
Yes. So man, thank you so much for coming on, Steve.
Thank you all for having me. Cheers.
Love you.
Slanche. Salute.
So
She got the bear back and body.
please tell the people where they can find you at, either like social, where you work
Oh,
at,
yeah,
or
that back
however you
blown
feel.
out.
Well, come by
When that body
Nobles.
hurt the next.
I'm typically there Mondays, except for tonight.
Hell yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Thank you for rescheduling.
That
Appreciate
change.
you.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
Hell yeah.
Oh, also, can you ask Nobles to get some vinegar?
What kind of vinegar?
White vinegar.
For that fish.
You don't like to put the hot pepper vinegar on there?
I like regular
I like
vinegar.
that.
I love the hot pepper vinegar, but like it
I
only
just did it
lasts so
Tabasco.
long because the peppers take up so much space.
What do you want to do? Drink it?
I need that white vinegar.
You want to drink the vinegar?
Yeah,
All right,
for
y'all.
also for my greens.
You
I've
wanna-
already got one uphill battle, which is I want the Nashville hot catfish back on the menu.
All right.
I'm gonna push for that.
Please do.
That catfish is fucking fire.
I do love the catfish. Fried hard.
Honestly, no. Do you know what though? And this is gonna say like the worst thing. I'm sorry. I'm being kind of loose right now because I had a few shots of Jameson. But people are like, "Is a catfish good?" And you know what I always say? I always say, "All my black friends love it."
Yes. Yes.
And when I say that,
Good answer.
They
Good
order
answer.
it.
Yes.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
It's on the board,
it's true.
baby.
I happen to be black and a friend, and I do love the catfish over there.
It's on the board. It's on the
I
board.
just need the vinegar for my greens, mostly. Also, maybe like a couple extra like flavors of hot sauce.
See, she's
Oh, we
a rich
actually-
white woman, and she needs.
You better bring your own shit in.
Yeah.
Well, we had-
I mean, I
Beyonce.
can.
Put in your bag.
You see my little mini bottles of Tabasco, nigga? Like you already know. Don't play with me.
I know. My girlfriend always
Like,
has. My girlfriend always has Tahini and Cholula in her purse.
Wow.
I'm about to get like a little mini like fanny pack to put like just to carry my
yes, let's
stash
go
in.
fanny pack
Are you a
gang.
Tabasco friend? Yes. I got
Fucking
you.
right, let's
I've
go.
got so many
Tabasco,
bottles
Cholula,
of
like-
Tabasco.
Homemade hot sauce. I still got catfish's hot
trying to
sauce
take
in the
it out.
house.
Are y'all still eating cold ass tater tots? From
Yes,
like 2
I
hours
am.
ago?
Yeah.
just like your girlfriend eating cold potatoes.
do you have a social for Steve? And if you want people to follow you on social, do you?
Oh, I've never thought about that. I'm Stevestagram, Steve_Stagram at Instagram.
Cool.
And Steve and Matthew came on Facebook. But no, stop by. Come by.
Kumbe.
Gumbe.
It's not good.
Kumbe.
I appreciate you all. It's
Kumbaya,
true.
baby.
And Katie,
Come
please
beat
tell
me.
them.
Hey, y'all already know where you can fucking find me. Also, whoever keeps tagging just Vic and Clay, y'all better follow me back too, bitches. Tag me. Stop leaving me out because I'm fucking fancy. HAPINAPIFROYO.
I didn't even notice that.
Y'all, stop playing with me. Stop playing.
Don't get your feelings
with
hurt out
me.
here.
We already went through the racism of the service industry. We haven't even hit on the sexism of the service industry.
Ah, man, and that is a whole thing.
Part 2.
Listen,
When you come
I'm
back over, we'll
home-
do that.
I'll be here in March. Let's do it.
My dick swings.
Because as a white guy, you
My
definitely
dick
always talk about
swings
sexism.
longer and stronger than both Vic and Clay. I'm just gonna go ahead and
I've
say
seen
that
her dick,
now.
but she is
Ow.
a whole lie.
right.
Her dick's stronger than mine.
Anyway, this is
He's-
So you don't
Clay.
want, you don't want the
We
shoe
already
eat?
know who the liar is.
Hey,
Strong. Back.
you can catch me on Instagram, the professional DAPROFESSI.
He still ain't changed that bullshit. He keeps talking
I was
about
supposed
it,
to change it
and he
last
ain't
week.
fucking do
Anyway,
it.
so-
But I
He
got-
keeps saying that every
I
fucking
got
week.
too drunk last week, and I left in a rage.
Has
Me
any-
or her? Choose.
All right.
Has anyone ever been like, find
My
me on
apologies.
LinkedIn?
What?
Has anyone ever been like, find me on LinkedIn?
Find me on LinkedIn.
Oh, they about
Dude,
to,
I haven't used my LinkedIn.
I got a
in
LinkedIn
years.
account. You can find me on LinkedIn, Cleveland Lee. That's it.
My LinkedIn still thinks I work at fucking Chewy's. It's fucking 10 years old.
My
I don't
OnlyFans
know how to, like,
will
even-
be up by the end of the week.
Just
What you doing on that OnlyFans?
$1.99 a subscription.
Yeah, I ain't paying.
Hey,
Ain't
man,
nobody
them
paying. You
two-
better leave it up for free samples.
Man, them $2. $2 will add up.
It's fine. I can make one. I can make one with just the videos I be taking. Like I'm the paparazzi on these.
I ain't
streets.
got to take my clothes off.
I don't pay for porn or extra guacamole. Those are, my,
Yes.
those are the hills that I die on.
I don't pay for porn either.
This is also this is your host, Hot Sauce Tuna Sandwich, a.k.a. Victor Futrell. Also, man, guys,
No, that's your real name.
if you would like to, either come on the show or have any questions you want to hear asked on the show, you can hit us up at talesfromthewalkin@gmail.com because we have one of those.
Oh, hit us up on the gram.
Or hit us up on the gram.
Or Facebook.
Slide
Or-
into the DMs because somebody likes that.
Or
I'm about to dive in.
I haven't been using our personal DMs.
And this
That
has
might be
been
him.
another episode of Tales from the Walk-In. We love y'all,
Pew,
man.
pew, 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 pew.
Stay classy, Nashville.